Time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Yeah, what's going on? Happy Monday. It is KVJ show. How the heck is everybody?
Hello.
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 Hello. Did you have a wonderful weekend?
Yes, very rested.
Okay, good.
You know, I had that kid's birthday party and I
Right,
had other
yeah.
stuff planned, but Rocco came home from school on Friday with a little bit of a temperature.
Oh, no.
And so, you know, now everybody goes into freak
Yeah.
out mode, me
Right.
leading the freak out mode charge.
Yeah.
And so we just locked him down all weekend. He's fine.
Okay.
He totally woke up by Sunday, no fever, no nothing, but he must have just had a little quick 24-hour bug.
Okay.
That happens sometimes. I get
Sure.
those sometimes where I have a little fever, I'm down and out for about 24 hours, and then I'm back to normal.
He had no other symptoms, and so I was like,
Yeah.
all right, well, I'm not going to go into full freak out COVID mode, but
Right.
it's just so weird. If you have any kind of ailment now, just the head games that start to play in your own mind about the COVID.
Oh, sure.
I remember I was working at the Limited, and I had something like that going on where it was a 24-hour bug. It wasn't the flu, but I had a temperature, and the one manager did not believe me. She thought I was lying about it. So ever since then, it's been this thing in my head. If I have a 24-hour flu, I feel like people think I'm lying.
It's an easy thing to say.
You can take a temperature,
Yeah.
though, and see, and that's what we did. And he was definitely running a fever, and I was like, okay, we're shutting everything down. This kid's not leaving the house. We canceled the birthday party. We canceled the music lessons.
Well, I remember the manager kept on coming at me like a lawyer saying, no. If you have a temperature, you have a flu. You just don't get a temperature and it goes away. You have a flu or you're not telling the truth.
Okay, lady, you work in the
Hey,
Limited.
thank you.
Yeah. Are you a doctor?
Simmer down.
Exactly.
If you had any kind of medical training, you wouldn't be folding shirts.
Yeah.
Did you do anything exciting over the weekend, Bird?
I just, the KVJ horror movie.
Okay.
So, yeah, it was exciting.
Okay, that's cool.
I think my neighbors think I am a real murderer.
Okay.
Because we have been filling up my house.
Okay. So there's a lot of people walking out with blood all over them?
Blood, screams.
Yeah. It would be kind of odd.
Does the movie take place at Halloween time in the movie?
That's going to be up to the viewer, my friend. Why don't you wait until it's out?
I have so many questions about Cheeseburg's process.
Trying to get all these spoilers over
I know.
here.
Every
Yeah.
year she does this.
You can't do that. Let me see. Lots of stuff going on. The Emmy Awards were last night. We'll give you a little bit of a breakdown on what happened with that. Also today, going to be getting y'all ready for some winning this week with Double Your Paycheck back on Tuesday and Thursday. So you can do the sign-ups for that today. Had a lot of winners last week. Chance to double your paycheck up to $1,000. That is going to be coming back tomorrow here on the KVJ Show.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, talking about your Emmys, did you see where Seth Rogen is calling out the Emmys over their own COVID safety protocols?
Yes.
I guess he called them out because, look, they put all these processes in place and then they weren't following them. He was saying that they were in a sealed tent and there's a roof on it. Why is there a roof? Making sure that they have, like, the aesthetic right. There's all these chandeliers and it looks
Yeah.
beautiful, but if it would have been open air, it would have been safer, and they promised to make it safer.
Well,
like, what are y'all doing?
Everybody's calling everybody out for every event.
Yeah.
That Met Gala they had, all those celebrities were there. Nobody was wearing a mask, but everybody working the event was wearing a mask. So that's being called out. Everyone's being called out about everything.
It's a mess. Somebody who is also talking coronavirus, fully vaccinated Chris Rock just announced that he's got it, and he took to social media to say he is really getting beat up by it. Ugh.
Yeah, he said, you don't want this.
You don't want this was the quote, so
Yeah.
that sucks.
He did the Johnson & Johnson. One shot.
Which is the weakest of the three, I've heard, all around. It's like the weakest to do the Delta and the regular COVID. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. If I had the Johnson & Johnson, I'd be like, damn it.
Yeah.
But how would you have known? And finally here, Adele has gone Instagram official with her love, guys.
Uh-oh.
This is how you know it's real.
It's real.
Wow. Yeah.
She posted a picture of her along with her boyfriend. His name is Rich Paul, and there was heart emojis. Apparently, they've been together for several months now. He is a sports agent.
Okay.
He has like LeBron and a bunch of NFL guys, so he's a pretty
right.
powerful sports agent.
So Rich Paul's already rich.
Rich Paul has his own money.
Yeah.
And maybe
Already Rich Paul.
won't try to take hers like her last man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about today, Jay Bird?
Happy National Pepperoni Day.
Okay.
And it's also National Punch Day. And the reason why I'm
Oh, man.
Can I punch you in the pepperoni?
Well, that's just it. The Punch Day, it's not real clear what it is. They talk about how
Could it be the delicious beverage?
I'll make it real clear.
they talk about how it's either the punch you drink or it could be just punching someone with your fist. And then
It's a terrible day.
Well, I kept reading up on it, and this is what the official holiday people of the calendar said. They say, we found absolutely no factual information about this special day. Whenever we research a special day like today and come up empty on the author and reason for the day, we are amazed that this day has any presence on any calendar, but it does. National Punch Day is here today, so let's celebrate it. But there's no official ruling on how it got there. So why can't I make National Kevin Ralston Day?
You could. It just, is
I mean,
anybody going to...
Every day is National Kevin Ralston
That's true,
Day.
yeah. For
But
me, it is.
and I get no one's gonna celebrate it, but other than our listeners. But it's just about getting it on the calendar, and the
Yeah.
fact I feel like this is a ruse or a scam with some of these people. You're getting National Punch Day on a legit calendar,
Right.
And if you pull it up on websites, it does show up. It'd be
Sure.
cool to pull off, the calendar, National Kevin Ralston Day.
What does it take to get a day become a day?
That's just it. I
Yeah.
have no idea. How are these people doing this? Mm-hmm. How are you getting national? There's some really broke down holidays on there.
Yeah,
and
there
they
are.
are official.
It seems like you can just really kind of claim them whenever you want and however you want.
Yeah, but I want to get it on the legit calendar. Wouldn't that be great? Or National Virginia Day, National Witches Day.
I do have a Witches Day. It's coming up October 31st.
Yeah, how are these people getting these special days, and how can we get in some of the action?
Yeah.
I'd
I think
like
it's
that.
it's usually not necessarily a person. It's, some kind of little thing that we all seem to like, and then there's a day for it.
But again, what's the paperwork to get on these calendars?
Yeah. Maybe you just start it and declare it, and then you just start a website, and then it becomes something.
September 20. We already have Punch Day and we already have Pepperoni Day. September 21st looks like there's not much on the calendar. I'm declaring it national. Oh, never mind. There's a ton for September 21st.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Chinese Moon Festival, International Peace Day, Miniature Golf Day, and World Gratitude Day.
Yeah.
That's too many days.
There's a lot of things, yeah. Yeah.
Can I moon you on Moon Day?
Well, you got to punch my pepperoni, then you're going to moon me.
It's a lot.
This is a very HR.
I'm going to be active.
Yeah.
It's not very good stuff either.
What do you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, on my mind, I have something cool I want you to put on your calendars. So, not this Sunday, but next Sunday. That's going to be October 3rd. There is going to be a special Celebrity Wheel of Fortune on TV. Guess who's going to be on it? Vanilla Ice.
Okay.
Guess who he's playing for? Little Smiles.
Oh, that's great.
That is awesome.
Isn't that awesome?
That's great. That's huge.
The last time he went on Celebrity Family Feud,
Right.
he won $25,000 for Little Smiles. And now that's already been taped, so he knows what happened but we don't know what happened. He's not allowed to talk about it. Nobody can discuss it. So it's a big secret until next Sunday. So that's not this Sunday, but next Sunday, October 3rd, Wheel of Fortune Celebrity Edition. Let's go.
What a dream that would be to be on Wheel of Fortune. It's so weird. I play it all the time, and there's some nights on fire, and then other nights nothing. So inconsistent.
Yeah.
I'd be afraid I'd get up there one of those nights if I do get my shot, and I'm like, oh!
Yeah.
Well, let's hope Vanilla Ice held it together a little bit better than you would.
But I could also go on there and crush it, depending on what I bring into the wheel with me.
I think it's so much easier to sit at home on your sofa and play. I can't imagine how stressful it would be to be up there. And there's Pat, there's Vanna. These lights are on you, and
Well, the other part I think would be very nerve-wracking is if it's not your turn, but you know the answer, and they're still trying to solve it. You're like, please.
and you have Tourette's.
Please mess up, please.
And you just yell it.
Oh, man, I love the wheel.
I think somebody sent us some information where they're doing online auditions if you want to go on the show.
Am I getting
There's,
catfish again? Is this real?
Catfished again.
I'm a little burned.
I don't think you have to go out anywhere. You may be getting catfished online. They're going to steal all your information. I don't know.
It's not like the time where they told you they were doing auditions behind the Walmart.
I mean, I kind of feel like we all got catfished on that. Blood in, blood out.
I didn't drive to the Walmart.
I know, you don't do so mean about it. I was legit upset about that.
Sorry.
What I got on my mind here today was week 2 of the NFL yesterday, and boy, just how things can really turn. My team, the Steelers, looked great last week against the Bills, not so good yesterday, and then your Bills, or your husband's favorite team, they had lost to the Steelers in week 1 and destroyed the Dolphins yesterday.
Yeah.
That was a beatdown.
It's all over the place, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what the heck's going on, but yeah.
I don't think you get too high or low just based on 1 week, but that was not. Anybody had their hopes up about the Dolphins. That wasn't a great way to start. So.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Tua got hurt, the quarterback.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, he may be a little bit fragile. I don't know. We'll have to see. He's had a little bit of a rib injury, so.
Oh, not the ribs.
Oh, yeah.
Ribs, I don't think there's much you can do for. I cracked my ribs before. I think I broke them, actually.
Yeah.
That's what ended up taking Drew Brees out, all those cracked ribs.
It sucks, man.
It was pushing
Yeah.
into his lung.
Oh, my gosh.
Did you have broken ribs before, too?
No, I don't think I've had broken ribs.
Gosh.
You want some?
No, I don't. It's a National Punch Day. You can make it happen.
You're right. You're very. I can tell you got some rest over the weekend. You want to
Yeah.
punch my pepperoni and break Kevin's ribs.
Yeah. It's a bad day for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, real bad day. So, yeah, so that was kind of a tough day for Dolphins fans. So they're sending in the photos now. People who went to the game yesterday. Looked like a pretty decent crowd. Not too bad. Also, not a very good day on Saturday for the Miami Hurricanes either. They kind of got whooped by Michigan State. So,
No.
yeah, tough weekend for Miami football.
Well, it's National Punch Day. Take out some aggression.
Yes, aggression, and just go around and start punching things. All right, can you tell the real headlines from the fake ones? There's a lot of ridiculous things that happen out there. Can you sort it all out? All right, this is a little test for Virginia and Denny's here to see how well they can read through the lines. Bert has crafted some of these, so maybe listen for his personality in these. Try to detect the fake ones.
Sometimes that does give me away.
Mm-hmm.
You do have a distinctive style.
So what do you think about this one, Virginia? Is this real or fake? Kanye's latest T-shirt design has built-in aquariums on the sleeves, and you won't believe the price. Is that real or is that fake?
He was probably at Denny's house. And Denny's has a lot of aquariums.
Okay.
No, he doesn't.
He does. He's got shrimp. He's got fake jellyfish. I've seen them.
Okay. So you're thinking you see through it. You think this is where he got inspired to write this fake headline?
And if by inspired you mean high, yes.
Okay.
I'm going fake.
You're going to go fake on that, and Virginia is correct.
She's on to me.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys go undefeated.
Oh, no.
I mean, that'd be the heaviest shirt.
If you guys do that, we'll never do this bit again.
Oh, don't say that, Pumpkin.
Okay, Denny's. Let's see if you can detect the real from the fake. New movie, Prisoners of the Ghostland, has a scene so insane, Nicolas Cage's manager wanted it cut from the movie. What do you think? Is that real or fake? So
Oh
insane.
gosh, Nicolas Cage's manager. I feel like no one can manage Nicolas Cage.
No, you can't. You can't rein that guy in.
You can't
It's a
really-
big job.
No.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
I feel like he's down for almost anything.
Yeah. I think that's real or fake.
I'm gonna say fake on that one.
Gonna go fake on that.
Oh,
That one is real.
Dang.
That one is real.
damn.
Which, how insane is it?
That's what I was
That's what
wondering.
I've never heard any. He was gonna be Superman at one point.
Yeah. How insane is
Yeah,
it?
he was going to be Superman at one point, and Chris Rock was going to be Jimmy Olsen, that character.
Oh, wow.
And it all fell apart, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, a lot
That
of
would've been
drama went down.
interesting.
Tim
Huh.
Burton was going to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had everything pretty much ready to go.
So is it going to be kind of a bizarro Superman?
Yeah,
so.
they didn't like a lot of what the regular Superman had, and they were gonna change it up on him.
Oh,
I
wow.
think Nick Cage had long
He
hair.
did long black hair.
Really?
Yes.
It's a good look.
Very odd.
That fits for Nicolas Cage.
Jeez.
All right, what do you think about this? Real or fake, Virginia? Dogs cannot get autism. Association warns after anti-vax movement spreads to pets. Real or fake?
Dogs can't get autism.
Yeah.
Movement.
There's a lot of buzzwords in there.
Yeah.
Vax.
Yeah. People talking about
Overstimulus.
vaccinating their pets now.
You got me twisted with all the big words.
Yeah.
Trying to process over here. I'm going to say fake.
Gonna go fake on that. That one's
Oh,
real.
it's real.
That one's real.
Dang.
So many buzzwords.
So many buzzwords.
Gotcha.
Okay, Denny's real or fake here. Denmark police officer suspended for purposely passing gas on 14-year-old skateboarder. Is that real or is that fake?
Purposefully.
Purposely, yes.
How can you prove that in court?
If you've been around 14-year-olds, I get it.
I get it too, and they love skateboarding and wrecking stuff.
Yeah. What do you
I'm
think?
gonna say that's true. I think he's farting on the kids.
You're gonna say he's farting on the kids? No, that
I was hoping that was real.
one's fake. Yeah.
You know,
Quite a
there's-
weapon.
There's police officers that do want to fart on 14-year-old skateboarders.
Oh,
Hey,
they
dude.
farted.
I'd be like, dude, couldn't you just mace me like everybody else? Okay, Virginia, real or fake headline. University student who filmed roommates in shower asks for privacy. That's kind of ironic. Is that a real or fake headline?
You got some balls.
Yeah, you do.
But university students are stupid sometimes. Let's see. I think I'm going to go true.
Gonna go, that's a real headline? Yeah, that is a real headline.
Okay.
As ridiculous as it is, that is a real headline. Okay, Denny's, what do you think? Real or fake? It's like Mean Girls, but everyone is 80. How nursing homes deal with bullies.
Is that a documentary?
Is that real or fake? Yeah, it's a story about how they deal with bullying even at nursing homes.
I like the questions, dude.
I can see there being bullying at nursing homes. Yeah.
Okay,
I imagine
yeah.
it never ends. They
Okay.
take it all the way to the end.
So you think it's a real headline?
Yeah, I think that's real.
Okay, that one is a real headline.
I bet there's so much bullying.
There has to be. I don't
Probably,
imagine
yeah.
it ever stops.
Yeah,
how
probably
can you-
clicks, probably all that stuff.
Big
It's probably
time.
like high school all over again.
Well, how could you police all that?
Yeah, it'd be tough.
I know they get frisky.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
big time.
High
I mean,
school all over
There
again.
has to be fights
The
about it.
STDs are through the roof, according to
Heard
medical
that.
journals.
I have heard that. Yeah, no doubt. Okay, final one for you, Virginia. Real or fake headline. Plus-size activists demand seesaws taken out of all parks. They claim it leads to subconscious fat shaming. Are they taking seesaws out of parks?
I think this is made up.
You're going to say it's fake?
Yes.
You're right. That's not really happening.
Our seesaws are safe for now.
And finally here, Denny's, what do you think? Houston drivers play rock, paper, scissors to decide who moves ahead first in traffic. What do you think? Is that real or fake?
Oh, gosh. That could be one of those fun viral videos on the highway.
Yeah.
It also could be.
I mean, it
evil-
sounds fake.
Yeah.
I'm going to go real. I can see that being a fun TikTok.
That is a fun little, yeah. That one is real.
I can see
Very
that
nice.
happening in traffic while I'm trying to make a right.
Yeah.
Just finish.
Rock, paper, scissors, go. We had the Emmy Awards last night on television. The crown, the big winner Got 7 Emmys, total of 11 if you count the previously announced wins. And Ted Lasso, that is on Apple TV, that also picked up 7 Emmy awards last night. But have you ever seen a role where the character was perfectly cast and there's no way anybody could play that role better than the person who got it? There's a couple examples that the marysure.com website had for TV. One, they said Dwight Schrute in The Office. Nobody could have been better than Rainn Wilson doing that.
Nobody could have been. Nobody could have been better than Rainn Wilson, and nobody could have been better than Steve Carell. They are really what made The Office.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, everyone else had their important parts. Don't get me wrong. And you needed everything to work. But if you take those 2 elements out, that show does not make it.
Kind of makes you wonder how many shows could have made it if they would have made a different casting call. And then had somebody different in the role.
You know, I say something like that, and I think they thought the same thing with Cheers, and that didn't happen. They thought when Shelley Long left Cheers, when Kirstie Alley came in, it was going to tank, and it didn't tank.
Right. No.
It actually got higher in the ratings.
Yeah, they changed out a couple characters on that show.
Who knows?
How about Nick Offerman as Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec?
He was my favorite character on the show.
Yeah, they say another example of somebody that was perfectly cast. Taraji P. Henson is Cookie Lyon. She is amazing in that role.
You watched that show. Was she irreplaceable on that?
Yeah, she did it so well. Just had the attitude and everything that she brought to it. She really was making that show. If it was anybody else playing that role, I don't know if it would have done what it did. You needed her in there doing that, and she was perfectly cast. Bob Odenkirk, they say, is Saul Goodman, perfectly cast. Nobody else could have done it.
I love him.
He's good.
I love that show.
He's very solid. He's a very good actor. They're getting ready to, they're filming right now, I think, the final season.
Thank goodness. He had some heart issues. He had a heart attack, I think.
Yeah, I think he just got back on the set to finish that up. Naya Rivera, they say, is Santana Lopez in Glee, perfectly cast. Then you got a couple other ones in movies. Heath Ledger's the Joker.
I heard someone try to say that Joaquin Phoenix is a better Joker than Heath Ledger. It was one of those journalists saying he's better. No
really? It's different,
think?
Right? Well, I haven't seen the Joker, the movie. I've only seen the preview, so I'd have to go just on that, and that's probably not enough body of work to say.
They're different. It's just different.
Yeah. To me, nothing's better than Heath Ledger as the Joker.
It's like, who's better on the radio, Kevin Ralston or Virginia Sinicki? It's just different.
It's just different, yeah.
It's different.
You're right. They got Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, perfectly cast.
I don't see anybody doing that better than him.
No. Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. He was really well cast in that.
Well, they said he is him. That was his personality that brought that.
I could see that. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. That those guys all perfectly cast. Wouldn't have been the same without them. They're also saying Margot Robbie is Harley Quinn. That she really doesn't get the credit she deserves.
I see her getting credit all the time for being...
Yeah.
I saw someone talk about that the other day. It was another journalist saying she never gets the credit. So many people love her as Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
She gets credit, I think.
I agree, yeah.
Yeah, she's good at it.
Matthew Lillard as Shaggy in the Scooby-Doo movie.
Well, he looks just like Shaggy.
He looks just like, it sounds just like him.
He is Shaggy.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah, he was definitely perfectly cast. So anybody else that you would put into any of those that you can think of who was perfectly cast just wouldn't have been the same. I think you probably go down and look at any really big TV show, any kind of movie, and you could say the same.
It's the big character in the movie or show that either brings the big comedy or brings, the big drama. But that's usually who the favorite or the popular one is with the movies and the one that brings it to those projects.
Like Tom Hanks. How many roles has he had where could anybody else have been Forrest Gump?
Could you see Nicolas Cage playing Forrest Gump?
No.
That wouldn't have worked.
It wouldn't have worked. A lot of people couldn't have played Gump.
You imagine if that movie would have tanked? And it easily could have.
It could have.
Yeah. I finally did watch on Netflix that the movies that made us, and they did one on Forrest Gump, all the behind the scenes of how they got that story, how they brought it about, how they did the casting.
That's such a fun series on Netflix. They do it with toys, they do it with movies. I love it.
It is so good. Yeah, if you haven't seen that, that is definitely something to check out on Netflix. So good stuff to see there. Also, they're doing a special, too, on Daniel Craig. It's going to be on Apple TV. It's Being James Bond. And it is him wrapping up the role and all the times that he played James Bond on that. And they say that, they've got even a clip in there with him addressing the cast.
I think we got some Bond tears.
Yeah.
Oh, it's emotional.
Yeah, he has an emotional goodbye to everybody that he worked with on the crew after he wrapped up his final role as James Bond.
A lot of people here worked on 5 pictures with me, and I know there's a lot of things said about what I think about these films and all of those, whatever, but I've loved every single second of these movies, and especially this one, because I've got up every morning and I've had the chance to work with you guys, and that has been one of the greatest honors of my life.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough thing, get a new Bond in there. They switch out all the time, but...
I like how he addressed. How he's like, I know people think I trash these movies. I don't like them.
Because I did.
I don't like them. But
I said I didn't want to ever come back, and then I came back for the money.
I'm only happy because it's over.
Yeah. Some other people that were perfectly cast. Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody could have done what he did.
He was incredible.
Absolutely. Somebody else texting Keanu Reeves as Neo in The Matrix. Think that he was perfect in that.
I think Han Solo, Harrison Ford.
Yeah, what would the Star Wars movies have been without him playing that role?
A lot
They probably would have
different.
been a lot like the new movies and probably wouldn't have taken off like they did.
Agreed.
Yep.
Jim Carrey as the Grinch. Somebody text in. Also, Jeff Bridges as the dude in The Big Lebowski.
I'm going real old school, and I know you guys don't like this movie, and I bring it up a lot since I've been on the show, but Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. You've got, oh my gosh, I can't think of his name. What's-
Gene Wilder?
Thank you. Oh my, rest in peace. I'm so sorry.
Damn.
Gene Wilder.
How disrespectful.
That was so disrespectful.
It's my favorite movie.
Love it.
And I love that movie. He did a great job. What the hell is his name?
I've never seen it.
And you got the name.
I'm like, gee.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wow.
It's Monday.
Yeah, it's Monday.
Don't beat yourself
I
up.
get
You got a
excited.
world of excuses.
And I'm excited. It's chocolate. My brain goes
It's
haywire.
pepperoni day.
Yeah, did you see there was a real life Willy Wonka chocolate factory giveaway?
I did see this.
And the guy turned it down.
Yeah.
He turned it down?
Yeah. The guy wound up winning the contest. And then after he won, he's like, I just wanted to play. I really don't want the...
What was the prize?
It was a candy factory right here in Florida. Yeah.
He turned down a candy factory?
Yeah, one of the creators of Jelly Belly, David Klein, is retiring, and he announced it last September, and he wanted to do the whole Willy Wonka thing. So he did this elaborate treasure hunt with 50 golden tickets, hit them all in different states before the grand prize riddle was announced 4 months ago. And the winners is 39-year-old Andrew Moss from Colorado. He found the winning golden ticket buried under a bridge in Kokomo, Indiana.
Oh,
What?
that's how he did it? He hid them?
Buried
Yeah.
under a bridge, so this guy had to dig for it?
Had to go through all the clues to figure it out. It was his whole elaborate riddle to give it away, and he winds up winning this 4,000 square foot candy plant that makes sandy candy and other treats. And the guy said, I really can't move my family to Florida, though. And he said, I just did it for the fun.
What?
So he's giving, him the factory. He's going to buy it back. The guy who owns the factory is going to buy it back. He gave it to this dude, so he's buying it back, and then I guess he's going to give it to somebody else.
How much is he buying it back for?
They didn't say. That's the whole mystery.
I wish I would have known about this. Did you hear it?
You would have been happy to dig under a bridge.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they say 35,000 people were solving these riddles
Wow.
and looking for golden tickets in all 50 states.
How did we not know about this?
I don't know, because you claimed to love the movie. You didn't know about this. You didn't know about Gene Wilder.
I know, I almost called him Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
I do love the movie, though.
Rusty Monday.
I swear.
Yeah, and apparently each initial ticket, too, came with a $5,000 prize. So this guy did it right.
Wow.
That would have been such a cozy little adventure for us to do.
Totally.
Yeah.
And we would have kept the candy factory.
It's right here in Florida.
Yes.
I mean, how great would that be?
Oh, we could make our own candy?
It could have changed the whole thing.
Yeah.
It could have changed the whole
Could have
game.
been life-changing. Didn't even know about it. Man. Yeah, and then the guy just gives it back. How about that? What was the best educational TV show when you were a kid, would you say?
Take a look. It's in a book. Reading the rainbow.
Do you think that was the number one?
I loved reading Rainbow. I love that, and I loved 3, 2, 1 Contact. Do you
That
remember
was
that
good.
one?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They had a little short on that show called The Bloodhound Gang. I
Yeah.
love that.
Do you remember the theme song?
Whenever there's trouble, we're there on the double. They're the Bloodhound Gang.
Do you remember the 3, 2, 1 Contact theme song?
Contact is the secret, is the answer. Yeah.
Contact.
Yeah.
That was my jam.
Yeah. I do remember that. They have really good educational programming. Sesame Street arguably would have to be number one, I think.
That was my favorite.
Yeah.
Well, it talks about education. It talked about social issues. I mean,
Right,
it really
yeah.
was. It's probably number one.
Yeah. And then Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood was
Yeah.
in there. Kind of did a lot of the same stuff.
I know it's a very unpopular opinion. I'm not trying to start any drama with
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers fans, but that show always creeped me out. I didn't like his calm demeanor. I didn't like the puppets on that show. That train. I
Then
didn't
Lady Elaine was kind of freaky.
Lady Elaine was horrifying.
Yeah.
And then you got him, hey, what's going on, kid? It wasn't for me.
And then the mailman with the mustache, his name was McFeely.
Didn't like McFeely either.
Yeah, he should definitely not be delivering anything to kids.
I know I'm opening up a can of worms. I know he's got a lot of fans.
Yeah.
But I didn't like it.
Yeah. What is that educational show now for kids? I know Sesame Street is still on. So would it still be Sesame Street today? Is it Dora the Explorer? What would be like or I assume and hope they're still doing educational programs for kids. It's not all just mindless junk.
I mean, there's so much now for kids to pick from. Like Rocco, he watches tutorials on like Teslas and stuff. Like he watches home alarm system installation videos on YouTube. So
I don't think that's gonna be your average.
he's
Yeah.
not normal.
Does Peppa
No.
the Pig or Peppa Pig, do they teach?
Not really.
That's just more of entertainment?
The pig's just about like, making you laugh. and-
Okay.
Yeah.
It's about jokes.
Is it Yo Gabba Gabba? Is that what the modern educational show is for kids?
I don't know. Rocco doesn't watch that one.
Are we getting dumber? Are we not teaching the children?
Yeah, I'm just curious what it is, and maybe it is still Sesame Street.
I think Sesame Street would be your number one because I still see the toys out there. I feel like they do well.
Yeah,
Elmo's still working.
Yeah, Rocco knows who the characters are, right?
Yes.
somebody said the Electric Company was good too.
Love the Electric
Yeah.
Company. What was their theme song?
Don't remember that one. How that went.
I'm in a singing mood.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are.
You're lucky I don't know it.
Yeah, but it seems like when I was a kid, almost every show that was on, it was educational.
Do you remember this show? It was educational on Nickelodeon. Today's Special, shining loud and clear. Today's Special.
I don't remember that.
About Jeffrey, he was the mannequin, and he had magic in him, and if his hat fell off, he would turn back into the mannequin, and they had a woman on there named Jody, and they taught kids about, I don't know, manners and numbers and all that crap.
I see you remembered all the manners part.
Definitely didn't remember the numbers.
Yeah. Here's the Electric Company theme you wanted to hear. Apparently, this is from all the way back in the early 70s. Somebody said it's Wild Kratts is on PBS, teaches you about wildlife. It's my daughter's favorite. So they do that. Odd Squad is big with my kids. And Mickey's Clubhouse.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog.
Mickey's Clubhouse has been around since I was a kid. I remember
Yes.
they had that on the Disney
The
Channel.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is still on. Rocco still gets down with that.
They still got the Musketeers? Or the Mouseketeers?
No, I don't see the Mouseketeers no more.
No, it's
They
not
got
like that.
They got away
They
from it.
retired that. Yeah. Yeah.
Animation's cheaper than volatile preteens.
Right. They are volatile
Because
too.
then, as soon as they hit 16, they're going to be a
Yeah.
straight up slut.
Yeah.
And then the mouse has to explain
Oh, boy.
that.
Oh, well,
It's a whole thing.
not here anymore.
You can control animation.
You're right. If you look at Disney's past and their
Yeah.
actors,
Yeah, pretty salacious. Yeah. Coco Melon, somebody said it's everywhere. That's the new thing too.
I asked Rocco the other day if he wanted to watch that, and he got attitude with me. No, that's for babies.
Oh, really?
Coco Melon.
Okay. Little Einsteins is educational TV that's great for kids.
We did used to watch that.
Yeah, that is good. So there you go. And Expedition Unknown and Josh Gates, Discovery Channel. So that's the go-to. So they still have got it. It's just a little bit different, and luckily the theme songs aren't as creepy. Okay, we've got some birthdays here today. Little shout out to Alex turning 18. That is in from Amy. Also a shout out to my nephew Tristan turning 18. That's from Aunt Jenny. She had sent that in. So happy birthday to them. Also celebrity Sophia Loren turns 87 years old today. So there you go. That's your birthdays here for your Monday morning. Want to get a birthday in? All you have to do is just send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. All right, let's see who's ready to think fast here on the KVJ Show. We got Virginia, Jaybird, and Denny's here. I've got a topic for you. Whoever can come up with a sensible answer first for each one is going to get the point.
Be careful, Denny's. The witch did not drink at all this weekend.
Oh, my goodness.
She's
Wow.
spry.
Not a sip, Denny's.
Dang, not even a sip, huh?
She's real awake, and she's
Wow.
wearing one of her most elegant dresses of the witch wardrobe. My gosh.
So witchy. I'm so hungry for some Denny's meat.
I'm moving a little slow. I gotta call myself out. I pulled a nose hair out on Saturday.
Yeah.
It was I could feel it moving in the wind. I pulled it out.
Yeah.
It caused like an ingrown hair. Every time I move, my eye feels like
You have an ingrown hair on the inside of your nose?
Oh, that sounds so painful.
very inside corner. It's so painful.
So our sweet Denny's needs some kind of remedy. We don't know what to do for his nose. Is there some kind of cream?
I'm so into this. I've watched all these videos on TikTok of people removing ingrown hairs. It's fascinating to me.
And gross.
And gross, but fascinating.
But how can we heal his nose? I mean,
man.
poor guy's a shell of a man today.
If it's in there bad, you have to have somebody like dig the hair out.
jeez.
I watched the videos. It's so crazy.
Well, so if you want to feel better about things, don't ask
I
Virginia.
thought there'd be a remedy at hand.
No, just
No.
more problems.
Hey, Virginia, my hand hurts. You've got cancer.
Weeks to live.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Think fast. First one, a smell that's hard to get rid of, starting with the letter S.
Salmon.
Salmonella.
Okay. Salmon? Okay, we can go with that, Virginia. Yeah.
I think everybody started.
Everybody went. My brain was buffering.
Okay, Virginia gets the first point here, and think fast. Next up, something you suck that starts with the letter P.
Pop. Pops of lolly. Oh, yeah.
Pops of lolly.
I mean, you could say popsicle.
Popsicle.
Damn it, Bird.
Pops of lolly.
Pops of lolly.
Pops of lolly.
And that's why we're not getting the candy factory
Pops
right
of
there.
lolly.
I didn't think you guys would take that.
You don't deserve a candy factory.
Pops of lolly. Okay.
All right, we gotta focus.
Yeah, pops of lolly over here. Okay, next up, think fast. An animal you won't see at the zoo, starting with the letter D.
Donkey.
Virginia.
What did you say?
Donkey.
Donkey.
Bird
Yeah.
might have gotten in there.
What did Bird say?
It's a deer.
Deer?
I think you see more.
Suits, you hear? Who'd you hear first? Did you hear Virginia? Yeah, Suits is going Virginia.
Thanks, Suits. There's $5 in it for you.
Oh, that's because you have boobs.
You do too.
Okay. No, I have one bosom, one left breast.
You have an A cup and a B cup.
All right, pipe down. I lost a little weight.
Okay, here we go. Virginia's running away with
know,
this. She's up 3
Gotta
zip.
get on
terrible.
here.
Okay, something high that starts with the letter C.
Denny's.
Cliff.
What'd you
A
say?
cliff. A cliff.
Cliff?
Cliff?
Something.
Yeah.
No.
Like a mountain cliff.
Like a precipice.
I don't know. Suits?
A crow.
Corridor.
It's
On
not.
a tall building. If it's on the 10th story.
I would
Crow?
say cloud.
Cloud is my favorite.
Cliff.
Yeah, Suits is giving it to Dennis.
They don't like Cliff.
Dang, they don't like Cliff is actually a great answer.
I don't understand why you don't like Cliff.
Cliff
I
should.
don't know, Suits. What do you think?
Why can't
Oh, he's gonna give it to Virginia. Okay, never mind. All right.
he say why didn't that work?
I don't know.
He's changed his mind. Yeah, he likes it. He's gonna go with it. That
think
means
he-
Virginia just ran away with
I
it.
think he thought you meant a guy named Cliff.
Yeah. Who's this Cliff guy you're talking about?
I did date a Cliff, and that dude was always high.
Okay.
Really?
He lived high, and he ate anything. Mushrooms, LSD, weed.
Why'd you let him go?
He sounds cool.
Cliff.
You would have loved Cliff.
I feel like it.
All right, coming up here in just a couple minutes.
Oh, it's over?
It?
It's over.
It's
Yeah.
over?
Virginia.
Yeah. That's what I said. It's done. She
I
won
beat you at
4-0.
Cliff.
Oh, the dirty hippies are stunned.
Yeah.
Well, everybody fought to give her that point.
Yeah. Yeah. So that it ends right there.
All right.
She just rolled over all of you. Yeah. I mean, that's what happens when she doesn't drink and is well rested.
Wow. All right.
Look what happens.
He stood up.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand.
Where are you going?
Yeah, I guess we're still on the air. Yeah.
Jennifer got up like the
Sit down.
Show's not over.
You're not trying to punch the clock yet, Pennington?
Yeah.
All right.
He's like, I'm out of here. Forget about this. Okay, we got Call 'em Outs going to be coming up here. And oddly enough, Jaybird is getting called out about his hat.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
The one you're wearing now?
I wore it specifically because I wore it over the weekend, and I got called out by 3 different people and somebody on social media too.
Wow. Okay. So if you're watching KVJ TV right now, you can see he's got that hat on.
Something about a symbol inside it, and it's sending off a message I don't want to be involved in.
It looks like pizza.
Yeah, it's a piece of pizza.
And if it's the Pizzagate thing, I don't know if it is. The one person that was trying to explain it to me, it didn't sound like Pizzagate. But then the other 3 people, it did make it sound like. Is there a thing going on with pizza right now?
I don't know. I just saw the one comment that was on the KVJ Show Facebook page from Susan. It said, Bird, you should research the pizza symbolism on your hat. I know you actually love pizza, but it means something else that you want no part of. Research.
Damn.
That's what the person at the Russ Market said to me. I went to that Russ Market in Lake Park, which is like a
It's a little flea market.
yeah. And somebody
Yeah.
said, Bird, I know you like pizza. Research the pizza symbol on your hat. And I go, what are you talking about? I go, are you talking about Pizzagate? And all they said was, Bird, you do the research, and they wouldn't tell me why.
Did you do the research?
Everything that comes up is either I'm going to order from Domino's
Yeah.
or Pizzagate.
Huh.
Okay, maybe somebody knows the answer to this. You can go check it out on KVJ TV and let us know what the heck is going on with Jaybird's hat.
They're talking about the pepperonis. There's swirls in the pepper. Do you see the swirls in there?
I do see them, but I still, even that, I don't know what the swirls mean.
I've never heard of some weird pizza message you're getting.
So it's not just that it's a piece of pizza, it's the particular hat that you have
the designs in it, I guess.
that says something.
I bought this off the internet. and
What?
I love this hat.
Yeah, what does it say
Oh,
exactly?
you have some
Okay.
weird agenda over there, Pennington. What are you doing?
Pizza Pennington. Yes.
What are you up to?
It's for me to gain weight eating pizza. That's my agenda.
Yeah, okay, interesting.
Is anybody saying Pizzagate? Is that all everyone's saying?
That seems to be what anybody knows, but I don't know what that's all about.
What
Yeah.
the hell is Pizzagate?
They're trying to tell me do not wear pizza clothing anymore. It's sending off the wrong signal. And I'm like, dude, I'm wearing my pizza hat.
Yeah.
You love pizza clothing.
And they go, the
Right.
more you defend it, the more guilty you'll look.
That's going to eliminate half your wardrobe.
You're no kidding.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
That's insane.
Okay. It seems like what everybody's coming back to is that apparently pizza now is a pedophile symbol.
What?
Great.
Yeah.
Pizza is pedophile?
That's what the whole Pizzagate thing is. And that everyone
Yeah.
was being so cryptic and wouldn't come out and say it. I go, well, give me details of what you're talking about. Do the research, Bird.
Yeah.
How is pizza pedophile?
Because there's a secret club where they supposedly wrote things in pizza vocabulary words to symbolize children, and
To kind of lure them in, I guess. Lure
it
the
was
kids
code
in.
for
Yeah.
pedophilia. But it's also is it a conspiracy theory? Is there anything to it?
Well, it apparently has a couple of. A lot of people are saying there's nothing to the Pizzagate scandal. It's about Hollywood movie stars using the blood of children to remain youthful. I mean, how ridiculous does that sound?
It's out there stuff. One guy tried to bust open a pizza place thinking that it was all going down there, and he got arrested, obviously. There was nothing going on there at the pizza place.
Somebody who is a detective texted in and said that the term pizza refers to the C in cheese and pizza, aka CP child porn. It's a code for that. So apparently there is now for some reason.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Y'all trying to ruin I can't taste it now.
That stinks.
And I
They're
can't wear
taking
it?
pizza?
I can't taste pizza now. I can't wear it, Kevin.
I think you wear it. It's
But here's the thing that sucks, though. I'm noticing it more and more and more when I wear pizza stuff out. We're like, Bird, do the research,
There's a lot of
Bird."
crazy people out there that are believing in crazy conspiracy theories. But it's
You know
like, I
what's
just like
crazy?
pizza.
To think that we'll actually do research.
Well, we did, and it leads you to Domino's Pizza or to Pizzagate, one of the two.
Yeah. So I think you're okay.
I get it.
I wouldn't worry about it. It seems like it's all just silly.
It is silly.
It is silly, no doubt.
But remember how that OK symbol we said was silly? It's just the OK symbol.
Kevin just said, we think you're okay.
Yeah, and the OK symbol's racist now.
Yeah, it's a white power thing,
yeah,
right?
so I forget what exactly.
Because I think it's because you have your 3 other fingers up, and that looks like a W, and that is for white.
But there's also 9 other million things that could be
Obviously,
the OK
you're a
symbol.
racist pedophile.
I mean, my God.
Yeah.
They're just taking,
How could it be any worse?
But they're just taking regular things in our lives and now they're rebranding it to
Yeah.
horrible things.
It's really not fair.
Hell no, it's not fair.
I'd pretty much just ignore it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't say okay.
You can't say okay.
Sure you can. Okay, any legit things that need to be called out other than the ridiculous stuff that we're calling people out for that is so dumb?
It's pretty ridiculous. I thought pizza brought us together. Kevin.
Yeah. I mean, let's get to some real good stuff here. We've got some people that have submitted some audio on the free 97.9 WRMF app. Here's one from Jerry.
Yeah, I actually have 2 people I want to call out. I need to call out my neighbor because I found out he's been banging my wife for at least a month now. And I need to call out my wife because she's a cheating whore.
Okay, all right. All right. Wow.
Jerry.
Okay.
Jerry had a rough one.
I mean,
All
I
right.
get it. I think the man is due his moment.
He's allowed to call
He is
somebody
allowed to
out.
call them out. You go, Jerry.
You got to
Wow.
move, right?
You got to move and you got to get divorced. It's a lot of change.
Jeez.
That's why Jerry's
Wow.
going through it.
Jerry.
Damn, Jerry.
Okay. Allie's got one to drop on here, call him out.
Okay, so I'm calling out my son's 11th grade teacher. She keeps telling him how built he got over the summer break,
Built?
and she's in her 30s. He's only 16, and she said this to him 3 times now. So, hey, Mrs. Howell, stop sexualizing my son.
Mrs. Who? Mrs. Howell?
Howell?
Something like that.
Stop sexualizing her son, Mrs. Howell. Yeah, you can't tell a student that they've become built over the summer.
Yeah, it does kind of feel weird.
You can't talk. You can't comment on anyone's body.
Yeah.
I mean, if they grow, you're not allowed to say, oh my gosh, you've grown up so much.
That's different. Well, okay. Let me ask you this.
I said that to one of Magnolia's friends the other day. I haven't seen this kid in like 6 months, and he came back around. I'm like, holy moly, you're like a foot taller. How did this kid grow a foot in 6 months?
Let me ask you this. Magnolia goes into her class, and her male teacher goes, "Oh my, wow, Magnolia, you've grown so much." I don't think you're gonna like it so much.
You've really come into your body.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be. Oh, what's wrong with saying that, Kev? Yeah.
There's a difference. Yeah, I think you can say that. You've gotten taller.
If she's
you
saying,
look older.
If you're saying your kid, you've become built. That's inappropriate. You can't say that to kids.
I don't think so.
You become built.
Built bad. Taller, okay.
I think that's okay.
All right.
Mama over here.
Just want to make sure. And yes, if any male teacher comments on a female's body, it's different.
You shouldn't be commenting on any student's body, period.
Right.
Women, man, it doesn't matter. You can't say.
No.
Imagine walking in class and a teacher goes, "Wow, Kevin, you've really gotten built over the summer."
Well, thank
You're
you.
going to think that teacher.
Well, tell me more.
Wants to bang you.
You like what you see, lady?
Yeah.
Plus, she's done it 3 times.
The son's probably fine with it. The mom's obviously not.
The son's like, this is awesome.
Yeah. Randy wants to call out his IT guy.
I need to call out the IT guy at my job. He just makes you feel stupid anytime you ask him a question about computers. It's like, come on, guy. Also, his breath smells like a combo of coffee and poop.
Okay.
It's not a good combo.
A mean IT guy with bad breath.
It's not good.
Okay. Yeah, that's not a good combination.
I think all IT guys are like that because they're just so annoyed by the masses' stupidity.
I wouldn't say all, but to the witch's point, 98% of IT people I've met, they're not patient. They weren't nice either. They're kind of mean.
Well, they just can't believe how dumb we are.
Can't believe
They
it.
can't believe it.
I've had most IT guys feel that way about me. Like, I can't believe this guy.
There's like
So dumb.
2% are very sweet. You know, oh, okay.
You're right.
Yeah. Got Jack here with his column out today from the free 97.9 WRMF app.
I want to call out this mechanic named Gary. He left a bag of cocaine in my car after working on it. I guess it fell out of his pocket or something. Yes, he's not getting it back now because it's all gone.
All right.
Gary.
How does Gary work so fast?
Oh, he
Yes.
gets 30 cars done an hour.
Normally, this job would take 2 hours labor. Gary did it in 10 minutes.
Oh, that's a tough. That's a
He's
tough.
changing tires faster than a NASCAR pit crew.
Go, Gary. Go, Gary.
That's a
And he's
tough,
got a manual wrench.
tough loss for Gary too. A bag of cocaine.
Yeah. Don't drop it in his car. All right. Somebody else wants to call out the Miami Dolphins coaching staff. Going for it on 4th down and being unsuccessful 4 times is unacceptable. 2 of those times we could have kicked a field goal, which would have gotten some points on the board and maybe making the offense more motivated. Love you, Finn. Shake it off and on to the next game. Yeah, today is the day where you're going to have all the armchair quarterbacks and coaches telling you exactly what the Dolphins and Canes should have done over the weekend.
Some 50-year-old guy,
Yeah.
puts in 250.
They got it all figured out.
Sitting in his recliner.
Yeah.
What they should have done.
Yeah, what they should have done. They got it all figured out. Somebody wants to call out the a-hole broke into my car and stole my bag. It was full of cloth diapers, and I hope there was a poo on one. You douche.
Dang.
Who steals cloth diapers?
It's pretty gross.
That's got to be it for a lot of people that are thieves. They just grab whatever, and
You're
then
right.
you're hoping I get something like, oh, I just stole a bag of diapers.
When the aftermath and they're looking through everything.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, so who do you need to call out here today? 877-979-WRMF. There might be somebody in our building that we work with that might want to call out Jaybird here today.
I feel bad. It all happened so quick.
What happened?
Well, I noticed that, you know how I keep my money sometimes, it falls out of my pockets, it gets kind of crumbled. Well,
It's all balled up and shoved into his pockets randomly and haphazardly.
it does. So I owe somebody some money, so I had cash on me today.
Okay.
And I noticed when I was looking in my pocket after I got back from the kitchen, I was missing my $20 bill. I'm like, I don't have all the money here. What's going on? So I start walking with me and Denny's to the kitchen, and there's this girl we work with who was walking in the hallway, and for whatever reason, we let her go first. So she's walking about 5 to 10 feet in front of us, and I see the $20 bill on the kitchen floor, but right before I can even say anything, she goes, "Oh, look, I just found $20.
Oh,
and
no.
she grabs the 20.
Finders keepers.
And I go, "Oh, no, I think that's my 20. But Denny's was saying something to me, so she didn't hear me say that. So now there's this awkward, pause.
And she's all happy because she just found a 20.
And
Right.
then I go, maybe I shouldn't say anything. I go, well, I do need that 20. Oh, whatever. I go, I think that's my 20. And she goes, oh, okay, well, here you go. I go,
Oh, no.
it was really uncomfortable, and I felt really bad.
Yeah, because you look like you're just coming up behind her and claiming it.
That's my 20.
Yeah, sure it is.
She doesn't think that's your
Right.
20.
Oh, I don't think she does.
She
that.
thinks
It's
you're
my-
lying.
Do I have to go? Do I make it more awkward now by going into her studio and giving her the 20? Is that?
Oh, yeah.
I think you have to give her the 20.
I think that's even worse, right? That's awkward. It's my 20.
Are you sure?
Virginia, yes, it's my. It was a $20 bill. and
Finders keepers, losers weepers.
well, I didn't ask for it back. All I said, I just kind of said, I think that is my 20, and she just gave it to me.
We'll do a quick web poll. I'll have Suits put something up. Does Jaybird give the girl the $20?
Do I? No, but just keep in mind that's going to make it even more awkward, and is it insulting to go in there and say, here's the 20?
Well, okay, yeah. I think the question is, should you just have let her have it, or were you right to take it back?
Well, I didn't ask for it back. I just said it was mine because me and
But
Danny,
that's asking for it.
She gave it back.
You're making
so
a comment,
she-
and it wound up in your hand.
You're making a statement like, that's my 20, and then if you don't give it back, what's the world going to think of you?
Well, we were going, Denny's had to get something to drink, and I was going back to look for my 20.
Yeah.
And it was there. It just, the way it timed out was just so terrible. And if we wouldn't have let her go first, we would have seen the 20 first. So it would have been all this awkwardness.
You did it all wrong.
I did it all wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Well, now I just want to give her the 20, but now I don't want to be more insulting.
So if you could go back right now, you would not have said anything.
Yeah, only because Virginia's making me feel terrible about it.
Well, I'm just telling you the facts. She right now is thinking, that cheap bastard, that wasn't his 20.
Right.
He just saw me find it, and then he quickly took advantage of the opportunity and said it was his. She's probably saying, that's not even his 20.
Suits and Denny's said it's not a big deal. They go, dude, it was your 20. It's really not a big deal. Denny's was there and saw it, doesn't think it's a big deal. Virginia's the one making me second guess everything and making me feel terrible.
Well, some people like Panchita in the chat room, she's saying, it's kind of a blessing when you find money like that. It's the universe blessing you. And
she got so happy.
Yeah. And
you took her happy.
Yeah. It's like you've taken away her blessing.
So do I go give her? I just don't want to insult her.
Maybe just go drop it by where she works and let her find it again.
Maybe I'll just, I think I'm going to do that.
And then come back again, be like, oh, yeah. No, I'm sorry. That's my 20.
That's my 20. I dropped that.
Keep dropping money around her.
I do like the idea.
And then you swoop in and keep blaming me.
She's going to fight you.
I do like the idea of dropping the 20 by her again. But this is the way.
Where is it? Did you lose it again?
No, it's in here.
Where?
It's in my wallet. Stop. Seriously.
He
stop
lost it again.
It's in my wallet. Good Lord.
I know, huh?
It's right here.
Yeah.
It was like this on the ground.
It was all crumpled
like
up.
that. Yeah. It's like, ooh, a 20.
Oh yeah. I mean that's a great day, and it's a Monday, and you're like, I just found a $20 bill on a Monday morning, but then the guy who works down the hall is trying to say it's his.
Well, I'm afraid I'm gonna drop it down there, and then someone else is gonna pick it up.
Oh, then you gotta give him a new 20.
So now I'm out $60.
and then everyone starts talking about, I keep finding money around here, and Jaybird always comes and claims it.
Well, then if I go in there and say, well, here, I feel bad about the 20, she's going to go, oh, it wasn't his 20 anyway. So
he lied and he had a guilty conscience.
Oh, man.
And the reason why this is so odd is because I specifically went to the ATM to get this 20 because I owe money to a person.
Right. So it's already claimed.
Who did you owe money to?
My friend.
All right. Well, right now, should Jaybird let her keep the money? 73% of people are saying no.
Okay.
Yeah, so only 27% are saying that, yes, you should get her the $20.
Got ya.
But a majority of people are saying no.
Well, it was definitely awkward.
Oh, it sounds completely awkward.
So
and awful.
awkward.
Yeah.
And just know that she's going to tell at least 6 of our coworkers that you took her 20.
Well, they already hate us anyway, so it's not like
I don't think there's any way she believes that was really your money.
No, she don't believe
I
that.
don't think it matters. At this point, does it matter?
That's $20, man. That's big stuff. People got some ideas. Do you like this idea? Somebody said that Jaybird should just order her breakfast or something.
Well, I don't want to come off creepy and make it even worse. I feel really bad.
I was like, I don't know. That's the right idea. Can you imagine it just all of a sudden, like, here's some breakfast I bought you with the $20 I found.
What I might just do, I just might knock on the dude and go, here, just take this $20. You found it. I guess that's the rule.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if you say it like that, she's not going to take it.
Well, I'm not going to say it like that. I'll clean it up a little bit.
Okay.
What a mess. What a damn mess.
Well,
we got to get you better pockets.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I'd just like to know what she's really thinking about the whole exchange.
Oh, it probably wouldn't be hard for you to go down there and eavesdrop, because I'm sure she's telling everybody how you lied and said that was your 20.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to get her in here? Do you want me to get her in here, see if she can come in?
Okay, yeah.
Make it all.
See if she wants to first.
Yeah.
I am curious. Does she believe you? Percentage.
Can we do it though? Can Virginia not talk through it? Because she's gonna make it. Well, she's gonna make it worse. She's already making me feel terrible about it.
Yeah.
So she's gonna make it worse.
Yeah. That's gonna be very awkward, no doubt.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't doing it to be a jerk to her.
Well, there's a lot of comments, too. And, in fact, somebody had sent in something on that whole Pizzagate deal that was done on, like, a CBS News channel. So interesting stuff to look into because people were saying that you need to do research on all the pizza stuff that you wear. And even if there is a Pizzagate and it does turn out to be real, any of that stuff, I don't think anybody needs to stop wearing pizza stuff.
I'm with you,
Yeah,
man. They're
I
the
don't
ones
like
that
this
suck.
Yeah, I don't like this stuff where people are like, oh, yeah, we're taking this over now.
The people that are emailing me on social media, are you trying to tell me, Bird, don't wear that? Are you saying don't wear pizza stuff anymore? Are you getting getting crazy?
Yeah, I think that's kind of crazy. But there's just a lot of weirdness that goes on here. You say that you ran into somebody that you think might have been grooming you for some loving?
Well, it was me and Sweet Denny's. Denny's can come in here and help tell the story. Was this person trying to bust a three-way with me and Denny's?
Okay, this happened. This is
the
Rust,
the Rust Market again.
The Rust Market. So what is the Rust Market?
It's a really
People
fun.
don't know.
It's an awesome thing in Lake Park. It's how would you describe
It's like a
it?
street festival, flea market. It's outdoors, a bunch of vendors. They got
And a lot of things with rust.
tents.
Well,
I don't know why they call it rust.
Because it's antique stuff. It's a term in the antique world. They got
Okay.
older stuff, antique stuff. But they did great. A lot of people out there. We had a lot of KVJ Nation out there.
Yeah. Now, did this gentleman make any kind of open proposition or proposal, or was it just the way he was acting?
So this dude, and tell me what you think, Virginia. Was this guy trying to get us in his van, which he had a van.
Okay.
He bought a ton of these nudie magazines, the old school Playboy stuff. He kept on trying to show me and Denny's, like, oh, look at these things, huh? Look at these. These are from 1982. They don't make them like this. He just kept on wanting to show, which is that in itself isn't that bad.
Okay.
And then he kept on trying to say, hey, I got some really good pot. You and Denny's got to come in my van and try this pot we got. It's really, really, really good.
Well, he's adding up a lot of creepy here.
Yeah, and then he kept on talking about this nudist place in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
Where people go there and you can get naked and you can do whatever you want and you can just sit back and watch.
So like the trapeze place?
He didn't say trapeze. He just said, he kept saying Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
He kept doing this to grabbing Denny's arm and grabbing my arm. Like doing like the gentle, when someone's flirting with you a little bit.
So he was okay. So you think he was a big old come on? He was the one to bust a three-way with you guys?
Well, halfway through, Denny's he goes, I think this dude wants to bang us.
I was like, I'm down to smoke some dope, but I don't know if I want to sleep with this dude.
Not in that van.
Yeah, no, there's some kind of sleeping mechanism in that rolled into that weed.
Was he a good kisser?
He was really built.
He was.
No, he wasn't. It was quite uncomfortable.
Interesting catch you can meet at the Rust Market, huh?
Yeah, there was a lot of people there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you ever have a lurker that just doesn't kind of go away?
Yeah.
This is what was going on.
You have more than normal.
You do.
Yeah.
I do.
It's you.
It is me.
How did you wind up having a conversation with this guy?
People are just coming up. Well, Jen, Denny's wife, had her own booth there.
Oh, okay,
we put it on Facebook
She does
Live.
great stuff, yeah.
So she makes her own pottery. So we had a lot of KVJ Nation. We had a couple come out from Okeechobee.
Wow.
They came out all the way down and they bought something from Jen's table.
How about that?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really awesome, except for the guy trying to bang me.
So was he a listener then?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, if he's listening, do you want to bang Bird?
And Denny's. No, this was not just about Bird. It was about our sweet Denny's.
We got to sort out some things that are unclear today.
Wow, sounds like a sexy time.
And this
It would have been
guy,
hot.
this guy bought so many old school Playboys and penthouses. I mean, a lot.
Does he realize how many creepy things he's adding together? You've got a conversion van. You're buying old porn.
It really was. He was. I would say this guy was in his late 50s.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
He's doing it all wrong. If he's not trying to sleep with you, he's throwing the weirdest vibe.
I'm wagering he was single.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
But I think in his world, Virginia, I think he's doing it all right.
Yeah, I would be shocked if he wasn't hitting on us.
Huh.
Wow.
I would have been shocked.
The things you can do at the Rust Market.
Oh, yeah.
Bang old dudes.
It sounds awesome.
It is. No,
You're really selling it.
No, it really is a great event. It's an amazing event. It's just, with every event, There's going to be someone,
Something interesting. Okay, fascinating stuff. Well, we all do dumb things. Sometimes when we do it, we are little kids. Other times we're drunk adults. We just got to try to figure out which is which here from these stories that people have left for us so nicely on the voice feature on the WRMF app. Like Christy has got this story. Was she a little kid or a drunk adult when she did this?
I got hit by a UPS truck while wearing a chicken costume.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh, my.
Hit by a UPS truck while wearing a chicken costume. Was she a little kid or a drunk adult on that?
Chicken costume makes me think drunk.
Feels like a drunk adult kind of thing. Out in the road, unaware of your surroundings.
Let's go get drinks and dress in a chicken costumes. I can see us doing that.
I mean, she could have been working too. Sometimes the chicken joint will have somebody in a chicken costume out front dancing around.
She ain't lying.
Yeah, I can't imagine a kid would be in a chicken costume and the parents would be so unaware that they'd let the kid get into traffic.
You hope not.
We're going drunk adult?
Yeah.
Okay.
Feels good.
I was a little kid with Halloween, and I was so excited about my candy. I wasn't looking, and boom, UPS truck hits me, knocking my candy everywhere, but gratefully, I wasn't badly injured.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
So what happens if you do get hit by a UPS? Can you sue UPS?
Absolutely.
Even if you're at fault?
Yeah.
And win?
Pedestrians always have the right of way.
Oh, boy. Let's get a chicken costume and let's go jump in front of a UPS truck. Let's get these houses
In a
paid for.
neighborhood on trick-or-treat night,
Yeah.
I think a pedestrian has the right of way, right? A kid in a
pedestrians
costume?
always have the right of way, but it just might have been something you didn't see.
But what if you're acting a fool and you dart out in front of it, acting like a crazy chicken?
Yeah,
and then
it's a kid all consumed with candy, got candy on the brain, and
I know, but if you're driving a truck on Halloween night, you got to know better.
sure.
If I got hit by a UPS truck, I wonder what our take would be.
When we sued UPS.
Yes.
Oh, no. I mean, I feel like a UPS truck is going to do some damage to you.
I think you're my
Is
lawyer.
It's not worth it. I don't want you to get hit by a UPS
No.
truck.
And now that we talked about it on the radio, this would definitely be used in court.
Definitely. And they'd be like, look, they planned it.
Yeah, dismissed.
And then UPS would turn around and sue us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might actually still get sued by that.
It's not too late.
Angie's got this story. Was she a little kid or a drunk adult?
My mom found me in my snow-covered front yard while I was naked and laying in my own vomit.
Ooh.
Oh, my.
Snow covered in the front yard, laying in my own vomit.
Mom found her.
Yeah, she's drunk.
Drunk.
I'm going little kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Little kid on that. Okay, I'm going drunk adult.
I was a little kid with scarlet fever and a temperature of 105. I had no idea what I was doing. Apparently, I went out into the freezing night, and thank goodness, Mommy found me. Oof.
Wow, these are tricky today. Very nice.
Yeah,
Stuff I mean.
People die like that, going
Yeah.
out in the snow, passing out, and that's it. Lights
Yeah.
out, baby.
Good thing we don't live in the snow.
Yeah.
I like going outside to have a couple of drinks.
Oh, you'd be dead in a week.
Yeah.
I wouldn't last a day in
No.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
You
No.
really wouldn't.
Yeah. And we also got this one from Jared. Was he a little kid or a drunk adult when he did this?
So I blinded my grandpa temporarily by spilling maple syrup in his eyes.
I blinded my grandpa temporarily by spilling maple syrup in his eyes. I don't know. I'm going to say a little kid on that.
I'm going to say little kid, too.
I'll go a little kid.
It's more like,
Yeah.
it sounds a little kiddish to be having pancakes with Grandpa.
It does.
Yeah.
You don't like the drunk adult around Grandpa.
It just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, I was drunk, and it was my 21st birthday, and I was eating pancakes late at night. My grandpa was actually sleeping on an air mattress right below me, and I was squeezing out the syrup, and I noticed that I was actually, squeezing it, into his eye.
Oh, my gosh.
That's so rough.
That's elder abuse.
Rough way to wake up.
Well, that's your eye will just get glued shut.
That is elder abuse, and I think that also should be our punishment for Do It Bitch this week.
Syrup in the eye?
Syrup in the eye.
Okay.
Syrup face.
Blinded by syrup.
That sounds like a good idea. Wow. Okay. Fascinating stuff. All right. Well, if you've got a good story, you can just download the WRMF app and leave it for us. Leave a little bit of a space there so we can take time to guess whether you're a little kid or a drunk adult. And then listen up for your audio on Monday mornings here on the KVJ show. Boy, I'm looking at the top trending story, and everybody is checking out that Gabby Petito story. They'd had a break in the case. It's been all over the news. She is the blonde girl that was missing. She was doing a cross-country road trip with her boyfriend, and he just returns to his parents' home in, Northport, Florida, with her camper, and she's not with him, and then he's not talking to anybody. And now they have found a body that they believe is Gabby's. They're going to be doing the forensics and DNA testing on it to confirm.
But it's in that area in Wyoming, in that park where they were.
Yeah, Grand Teton.
Yeah.
Did they find the boyfriend?
He is in some nature preserve in Sarasota, where I guess he always goes camping, and they found his vehicle, I think it was on Thursday, and it had already had a note on it from police saying you have to move your vehicle, so he's out.
They're looking for him. They think that he may go to the woods and take his life.
Or he's just hiding. He parked there, and it's a bit of a ruse to throw people off.
Yeah, they said he's definitely a person of interest now at this point.
Oh, why? Why would he be a person of interest?
He was a person of interest from the jump. Well, they just couldn't say it.
They say it on the murder specials. If you have a loved one come up dead like that, if you are the romantic interest, you're going to be on the top of the list of people they want to talk to.
And if you're not guilty, you do the right thing and you answer the questions of the family of Gabby. The fact that he went silent, I know the attorney told him to do that, but I'm sorry, that immediately makes you look guilty.
Right.
Why wouldn't you want to help her poor family? It's on TV crying and begging for you to say what happened.
Well, everybody thinks that you have done this. I can't imagine there isn't something that you could say that if you didn't do it, that you could tell the authorities that would help them with
now
the lead
you're
and
hiding.
figure out,
Well, even if you didn't do it, for example, if the queen went missing and they found the queen and she was dead or she was just missing.
My wife, you mean?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're,
Not the Queen of England.
the Mexican queen.
Yeah.
There's 20% of people would automatically think you did it just because that's what happens.
Because they have stats about that, about how frequently it is the
Totally.
spouse that is guilty for the murder.
Well, that's what sucks too, especially if you are a husband and you really didn't do it and you lost your wife or your girlfriend and everyone already thinks you did it and you still are dealing with the grieving process of losing them and people think you're a murderer.
That's why you got to be completely transparent and
You're
just
right.
say, hey, and if not for yourself, for her family. How could you do this to Gabby's family?
Well, if he's not talking, it doesn't take, he's missing and he's not giving answers.
Yeah.
And it's her camper.
Yeah.
It doesn't take, Columbo to figure this out.
Yeah, today I think you'll get the confirmation if that body they found is hers or not. And then at that point, then you've got, it looks like a murder investigation. They will also, I assume, have the cause of death along with that. So there will be more developing today in the case.
I hope this doesn't happen this way, but if he goes out to the woods and kills himself, we may never know what went down.
I always hate when that happens. There was that I always talk about that Christopher Wilder case where he was a serial killer that started in Florida and went all the way through the East Coast, and the police cornered him on the Canadian border, and he took his own life, and all those people died, and you don't know why he did it.
Yeah.
If I lost someone like that, I would at least want
closure. You want to know what happened on your
Yeah.
trip. They were saying that it seemed like it was taking a strain on their relationship. They had the body cam video of the fight that they had, or at least the after effects of it, where she was crying. Everybody's seen that by now.
And the cops had told them to go their separate ways and not be together, but I guess I don't know what happened. It'd be nice to know, and he's the only one that can tell the story.
Am I weird to be that way, or would you want to know the details of your loved one, or is it too much to bear?
I don't know. I'd have to be in it to tell you, and not being in it, thank God.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would react.
I think I'd want to
But
know.
her family is asking for the details, and you have to respect her family and give them what they want.
Gabby Petito's dad, Joseph, lives in Vero Beach, And he had posted on Twitter that his daughter had touched the world with a photo of her posing between angel wings. And they had even said that they believe where they'd found the body, there was a rainbow over that yesterday. So there were some photos with that.
That happens a lot, man. I hear that story a lot about rainbows.
Yeah.
There's so many people that comment about that, how when someone passes away, they notice a rainbow.
Yeah, so if you're following that story, you should get more details of it today. This is an odd stat. Have you ever heard of divorce contagion, Virginia?
Divorce contagion. Oh, so like if your best friends get divorced, all of a sudden you want to get divorced?
Yes. They say,
well, if you guys hung out as couple.
Right. They say you are 75% more likely to get divorced if you have a close friend who is also divorced. And people are 147% more likely to split if they have several divorced friends in their social network compared to people who are married and hang out with mostly married friends.
I could see this happening, especially with a crew that grew up together. Maybe they all went to high school and they're best friends, and two of the group gets divorced. Come on, y'all, join the divorce club.
Yeah.
So we can start hanging out again.
Well, this came up because a buddy of mine, his wife has two really good friends that are both going through divorces right now, and all they do is they hang out, they drink wine, and talk about this kind of stuff. And he's like, I think everything's going well in my marriage, but I'm getting a little nervous. And Angel's on here from Lake Worth Beach. You say that your aunt and uncle kind of had this go on because they would help other people with their relationships, Angel?
Exactly. So my aunt and uncle are like the matriarch and patriarch of the family. I mean, we were all so close. We had parties at their house, and I mean, they kept everyone close. So if anyone had problems, they would instantly jump in like, hey, you know, we can help. It's not that bad. We've been together 40 years. You can get through it. And then one day they decided that they wanted to go their separate ways, and they actually got divorced without telling anybody. So it's not like they even warmed anybody up. It was like all of a sudden, hey, so we're divorced now. And within 2 years, 4 couples that they assisted throughout the years all divorced within 2 years.
Oh, wow.
We can't even have parties together because nobody wants to be around one another. It's crazy.
That's
crazy.
They're probably thinking, they can't even stay together. What are they giving me advice for?
Right, yeah.
they're back together now.
Good.
That's good.
The aunt and uncle are back together.
Wow.
Okay, the aunt and uncle got back together. Wow.
After so many years. So do you think they just wanted to go out and try to get some strange and then come back?
Yeah. Do you know whether or not they separately but equally hit it with others?
They definitely should.
Yep, they absolutely did. And believe me, they wanted to tell everybody. It was disgusting.
Wow. Okay, who hit it more, him or her?
My aunt. My uncle actually got in a relationship. My aunt, she's a very Dolly Parton-esque lady. And, yeah, she is loved by the men, even in her mid-60s.
Oh.
Good for her.
Get it, Grandma.
Get it, girl.
Wow.
Oh, I love this story.
Great story.
So they both went out and threw it for a while and then realized, the grass isn't greener.
Yeah.
Huh.
No, at that age, the grass is quite gray.
It's gray.
Yeah. Grass is always grayer.
Wow, fascinating.
You hear that stuff sometimes where people are married for 30 years, they divorce, they split up,
Yeah.
and then they get back together 5 years later. And I think because they wanted to get a little strange. I think. I don't know.
It is an odd phenomenon that if you're with and around divorced people in your circle of friends, that you're more likely to get divorced. Somebody else texted and said, when I got divorced, 3 other couples we hung out with all got divorced within months. Our entire friend group all got divorced back to back to back, and that'll wreck a friend group.
It makes me think they never were really in love with one another. Because if that's all it takes for you to have your marriage crumble, maybe y'all shouldn't have been together anyway.
Sometimes people change, and then just you can't help it. If you marry somebody and they drastically do a 180, you're like, wait, what?
Yeah, all of a sudden Panda is just this different guy.
He gets a motorcycle and starts dipping.
He's dipping in the house.
Drinking Jack Daniels.
Getting all drunk.
Yeah.
Oh, you probably like that part.
I would like the Jack.
Although I don't know if you and Panda should be drunk together. It's probably good he doesn't drink.
So does this happen because you're sitting around with your friends and you're talking about why your marriage is falling apart and you're seeing so many similarities and what they're saying that you're like, well, if you're getting divorced, I think I should too because I'm checking off a lot of the same boxes you are.
I think it's a combination of a lot of different things that makes the perfect storm, and it's not going to hit with everybody. I think first of all, you're already not loving being married with your mate.
Okay.
Because people who love being married to somebody they're not going to be shook by something like this. So you're already kind of not on solid ground anyway. Mm-hmm. You also have a very, very close inner circle. You're closer with your friend than you are with your mate.
Okay.
So you're going to that's the way I see it.
And two, I mean, when you see it happening all around you, it makes you think it's okay, it's more acceptable. Oh, well, everybody else is doing it, so it's not as taboo. I'm not the first.
I think that's the third layer of everything right there. Then you see other people falling apart and getting divorced and going, heck,
You're like,
I'm not that happy anyway in my life.
Wow, look how happy those divorced people are.
My friends are getting divorced. Deborah's been divorced. She's getting laid left and right.
Oh, Deborah is throwing it.
She's never glowed bigger.
Glowed bigger?
It's all glowing, Kevin.
She's never glowed brighter.
Looks like Rudolph down there.
She's never glowed brighter, Virginia.
That thing is glowing.
Just glowing. Just glowing. Yeah, it's interesting stuff. And yeah, so it's kind of funny because my buddy's like, should I be worried about this? And I'm like, I don't know, man. That's crazy.
Keep your house in order. Just make sure you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, this might be the time to lay it on thick and remind your wife how great you are.
Take her out to dinner.
Take out the trash.
Are you still dating your wife?
Preheat that oven before the actual act, if you know what I mean.
Okay, Bird.
Take the time.
Yeah.
Foreplay.
Why do you make that weird thing with your hand?
It's for Kvj TV, so they know what I'm talking about.
Also getting a lot of text messages about the Gabby Petito story. They had found a body they believe is hers, and they'll be finding out exactly what happened. And now they're trying to track down her boyfriend, who oddly decided to go camping in the Carlton Reserve Park in Sarasota. Somebody said, I hope you guys can put it out there that anybody who wants to help find that POS that is Brian Laundrie, who's currently hiding in the Carlton Reserve Park in Sarasota. Anyone who has swamp buggies or four-wheelers, since the preserve is huge and has a lot of water from rain, it's not too far from our area. I don't know. That sounds a little dicey.
Yeah, I would leave it up to the officials.
Yeah,
I would let the law enforcement take care of something like that. If law enforcement is asking for a manhunt, okay, great. But law enforcement usually says, let us handle this.
Well, you don't think it's a good idea to get a vigilante group with KVJ Nation and go look for this guy?
Yeah,
Why do you think that's bad?
Don't think
Pitchforks.
Don't think that's where we want to go with this.
Bazookas.
Yeah. And
our luck. We got him. And then we find out he's innocent. Like, oh my gosh.
Well, and that's just it. You know, a lot of people were reminding this situation, you are innocent until proven guilty. I mean, hey, look, things look bad, and in the court of public opinion, everybody's already convicted this guy.
Yes, I believe in the court of public opinion.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Virginia bases everything
Sorry.
on. I will say, just watching as many murder specials as I do, it don't look good for this laundry guy.
It would be surprising if he doesn't have something to do with this.
Well, what the hell is he doing?
Yeah, you're right. It's a great question.
He's acting like a guilty bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's some one-armed guy involved. It's like a fugitive situation. Because he did run too. Dr. Richard Kimball ran.
You're right.
Am I? All right, shut
he
up.
was innocent.
Shut up, Bird.
And somebody texted in because I was like, the phenomenon of the story has captivated the nation. It's all over the news. It's a top trending story right now. And somebody texted in and said, yeah, the case of Gabby is so relatable to all of us parents with young women, teenage girls, because she's everything that our girls are, from the way she dressed or posts, and it hit home for a lot of us, and we see our own kids in this situation.
True.
And, you know, that's how we'd react. So it definitely has dominated the news. If there's any updates on that, we'll let you know.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
kind of crazy how much money you can make in a massive couponing scam. This woman at Virginia Beach just got buses going to prison for 12 years.
Whoa, 12 years.
What are you in for? Couponing?
Jeez.
Yeah, she designed counterfeit coupons at her house, complete with product photos and working barcodes. And since coupons are so widely distributed and don't have unique barcodes, they're really hard to track.
Oh.
Her husband's also been convicted and sentenced for distributing the fakes. The coupons offered steep discounts, sometimes for more than the value of the items. So some shoppers that were using them were getting money back when buying the items.
And she was selling these coupons to people.
Yeah, she started that in 2017 through a network recruited in a Coupon Clipper Facebook group. She used the name Master Chef, and she earned about $400,000 from that. And she has reportedly cost manufacturers $31 million.
Whoa. So she is like the Pablo Escobar of coupons.
Of coupons, yeah. Yeah, she is.
That's crazy.
Is this a good gift or not? Remember I was talking about that old school big ass book of coupons around everything around over your town. You get like Chinese food or
I like it because I like those coupon books.
It's supposed to really save you a ton of money. There's some buy one get one free stuff in there.
Totally. If it was a place you were gonna go anyway, and there's a bunch of places in there, I think it's a great deal.
I think it's a great gift.
Yeah.
I would like that as a gift.
I haven't seen those books around in a minute.
They're old school, man. I don't know if they make them anymore.
I bought one maybe 5 years ago, but I haven't seen one in a minute.
But it has a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and it's always local stuff around your area.
It felt like it had everything.
And real value, though.
Yeah.
I know it's still a big thing with BOGOs and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, there was buy one, get one free pizzas at that Cucina Pizza.
Oh, well.
That you go to.
Oh, I need that.
That was one of the coupons I used first because those pizzas were expensive.
Right.
That's the home of the Nutella pizza. People always ask.
Yeah.
It's Cucina.
And once you did that, buy one, get one free on those pizzas, and you use both those coupons, bam, the book paid for itself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they apparently have one of the coupon enthusiasts who was recruiting the scam kind of figured out how it all worked and then
turned her in.
Yeah, to the authorities.
I mean,
rolled over on her.
If you have an endless supply of these amazing coupons, it does start to make you go, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What's this hooker doing?
Right.
She had a printer. She was making them herself.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is unfortunate. There's a man that tried to rob a gas station in Nebraska early Friday morning, but the power was out at the time. Oh, what luck.
He couldn't open the register.
Yeah, clerk couldn't open the cash register.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so he had to leave empty-handed. Now they're, apparently there was electricity for the video camera, though, so they got his image. What luck. A Boston teacher says that due to the shortage of bus drivers, his school had to hire a party bus with stripper poles for a field trip.
All right. This sounds like a great field trip.
And then he posted a photo and encouraged people to demand more money for schools. I mean, because that's all he could get.
Did the second graders learn how to pole dance?
I'm sure they did, yeah.
That's a skill.
You put a stripper pole anywhere, and eventually it's going to get used. You could put that in a church, and someone's going to get on the stripper pole. It just it draws the human spirit.
Yeah, okay. It just brings you right in, huh? What? How creepy is this? There was a photo that went along with this story. A man in Sacramento was at a century-old grave in a graveyard, and there was human hair sticking out of it. A lot of it. It was like long hair coming out.
You have a picture?
Yeah, I can show it to you.
We saw a real-life skeleton over the weekend.
You did?
Yeah, at that Russ Market, someone bought it. It was a preserved skeleton, and it was from somebody who got shot in the back of the head. So on the skull, there was a hole there.
Are you allowed to have that?
I don't know the rules, but I think it might have been for a class or something, and they sold it.
You want to see it, Bird?
Yeah.
Here's the photo. It's like brown hair. It's long. That's a 100-year-old hair right there sticking out of that grave.
Horrifying.
Wow.
Isn't that horrible? Can you imagine just walking through a graveyard and you see hair coming out of a grave?
Sweet Denny's got a picture of that skeleton body with the hole if you want to see it, Virginia.
I
but
do. I'm
you may
creeped
not sleep again tonight.
Yep.
This Rust Market, it got a lot of diversity in their product line.
They said the thing sold really quick.
Wow.
Yeah, it showed up on KVJ TV, sweet
It's
bunnies.
a real skeleton.
It's a legit body right there, Kevin.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll post a photo, too.
Now, what do you do with that when you buy it?
I think you display it like I would display, Star Wars.
Like a Halloween?
Yeah, you would put it in the corner of your house.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's pretty creepy.
That's really
I wouldn't want that in my house.
Well, that skeleton has been killed, too. It's not like it's someone that died of natural causes. They got shot.
So they died in a
Horrific.
way that was horrific, so they probably unrested.
They died in a non-natural way.
Oh, I wouldn't mess with that.
If you're watching KVJ TV, I got the photo up of the hair coming out of the grave. You can see it right there.
We're hitting you up with double creepy pictures right now.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just ramping into Halloween
Yeah,
hard.
getting there.
Yeah, we are.
Getting there. Yeah, they say too that this can occur on graves, after heavy floods and rain, and fortunately it can bring up the bodies. So there are sometimes you can go through a graveyard and find a body. Terrifying, huh?
What's creepier, finding hair or finding a finger sticking out?
And then the finger moves.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Forget about it. What do you think about this? Is it acceptable to order delivery food during a severe storm?
Well, here's the thing. In South Florida, these storms dust up and no one saw them coming. And they usually pass quickly.
If you're able to, if you have the money, and you know that a thunderstorm just kind of appears on your delivery driver, they have it in your app where you can change the tip. Give a little extra.
You should always try to give a little extra. If you can swing it, I mean, especially if dude's coming in the rain.
Well, if they're dodging lightning bolts. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
45% say it's acceptable. 48% of people say it's not. They say people who order to be delivered during a severe storm are expected by Americans to add a markup to the usual tip.
They'll say that sometimes, too, because of weather. They go up. Because of weather right now, we're upcharging, blah, blah, blah. They'll give you a little notice. Every now and then that'll happen.
Yeah, 52% say it's necessary to tip at least 20% if it's storming, including 15% of adults who suggest 30% or more.
I've got a question for you about delivery. So I was talking with the delivery guy the other night that was bringing some food, and he was making a big deal about going not in the grass. And there was toys in the way and cars in the way, and it was a big pain in the butt for him. And he said people yell at him if he walks in their grass.
Yeah.
Who would do that?
People.
Yeah.
I've seen
Get off my lawn.
people get mad if you've made a mistake and you have to park in someone's driveway to back out.
Yeah.
I've seen people get mad for using their driveway really quick to make a U-turn out of there.
I don't understand
Or
that.
to back out, I should
Why
say.
would you ever be mad at the guy bringing your pizza walking across your grass? Who cares?
There's some people who do not like anything on their grass. You can't walk on it. You can't look at it.
It's so weird.
It's weird.
Yeah. What is the scariest thing that has ever happened in your life? If you had to say.
For me, was that 7-car pileup on I-95 where I almost died. I don't know how I didn't die. There was so many cars involved. Our car was smashed, and the only part that wasn't smashed was me and my girlfriend's seat at the time. Everything else was destroyed. The cop goes, I don't know how you're alive, because you're very lucky. Count your lucky stars. And I remember my seatbelt jammed,
Right.
and it wouldn't go in. And I almost didn't drive with my seatbelt that night. And luckily, I finally got it to work.
Wow.
But that, to me, was the scariest.
What about you, Virginia? Scariest moment of your life? Something stick out?
Probably, yeah, it was when I was a kid. So my mom and our neighbors in the apartment complex where we lived when I was 5, they became good friends. So it was my mom and dad, and then this woman and her husband. Her name is Anne. And so my mom and Anne stayed friends. And even as we got older and moved to different houses in different areas, they stayed close. And so we would always go over to Anne's house, and Anne would come over to our house. And all of us kids were around the same age, and we would all play together. And then the 3-year-old in their family was murdered by a neighbor in their neighborhood. And it was just horrific, still is horrific. I think it's one of the scariest things. I mean, if I went through that today, it would be horrific. But the fact that I went through it when I was like 10 is just awful.
That was what because we put that topic up on our Facebook, and some of the stories are really, really entertaining, and then some are super depressing, but they're still, you read it and go, holy crap.
Yeah.
You know, if it's the scariest thing that ever happened to you, it's not going to all be puppies and rainbows.
Yeah. Mine was having a gun put to my head and saying, "You're going to die, MFer."
And even though it was a practical joke done by Virginia, not thinking that's a practical joke, I couldn't imagine that happening.
Yeah.
Somebody putting a gun.
It's pretty terrifying.
While you're walking into work, and it's not a good area. It could easily have happened to you.
Yeah.
I said sorry.
They actually had to put a fence up because there was somebody that had driven into that parking lot and shot at somebody as an employee.
There was gunshots in our parking lot at a few different times.
Yeah. So that was mine.
Did you really think you were going to die?
Oh yeah.
Did it happen so quick to the point where it was surreal and you didn't get what was going on?
Which is terrible because I hate how I reacted. I just go and I just duck down like a big old pansy. Like I
what are you gonna do?
didn't put up any kind of fight.
What are you gonna do though?
I don't know. I would like to be more of a hero, but I was anything but.
Caught off guard.
Yeah.
A hero.
Yeah.
And she didn't even film it. And I get it was before viral videos, but still.
It was way before anybody had camera phones.
It really was. That's how old it was.
It was just to mess with you.
Yeah.
Who knew it was going to go so well?
Just real fun. Yeah, he was good at it.
How long did it take you to come down from something like that? And
I don't think he's down yet.
And were you pissed?
Decades.
Were you pissed off at Virginia and didn't let her know?
No, I was just confused. I was just like,
Why?
What did we do? Why did this happen?
And he put the gun right to your head.
Yeah.
My
On
gosh.
my forehead. He said, "You're going to die, MFer." Yeah.
What made you think of that?
I didn't know he was going to be so thorough in his making you
He
poop
had on
your
a ski
pants.
mask, yeah.
I mean, he really went for
Black
it.
gloves, black outfit. It was pretty good.
I mean, Virginia she scared me one time. I was running late to work, and she jumped out at me and scared me, and I was really, really running late. I got all pissy with her, and then I checked at the video. She was filming my feet, didn't even get any of the practical joke. So all you see is this dark spot of my feet, and then me going, "Oh, Virginia, I'm running so late," and then it cuts off.
It's hard to scare people and be the videographer.
It definitely is.
You need a separate person to help you.
Some of the stories from the KVJ Show Facebook page, Elaine said, "Yeah, it was a gun to my head during a robbery at the Mexican restaurant where I was a cashier. I curled into the smallest ball humanly possible."
No.
I think I pretty much did the same thing.
Well, that's what would be scary is because you watch the videos. Most of the time they don't shoot you, but then you hear that one story where they take the money and they still shoot people. You go, "What the hell they do that for?"
Not cool.
Not cool at all.
Yeah.
That's what you're wondering the whole time as you're cowering down like that.
Somebody's texted in and said, "Scariest moment of my life is when I was shot in the head on the firing range."
What?
Yeah, now I am a firearms instructor and I teach people about safety with firearms. Shot in the head on the firing range. Yeah, they have, it's kind of like a very intricate dance about, they make sure they've got somebody there at the range saying, okay, live fire or not. And, they've got barriers you got to be behind. They are very careful to make sure that doesn't happen. So probably just some yahoo was just, not listening and just popped off a shot and hit the guy in the head. Can you imagine that? That's crazy. That's scary. You win. Somebody else, Christy, said on our Facebook page, encounter with a bear. Depending on what kind of bear it is, yeah, that could be scary.
Yeah, but if it's like a Winnie the Pooh kind of bear, he's got a little honey on his nose. It's all cute.
Yeah, it's cute at a zoo, but if you're out in the wild, you don't know.
There's that one video, I've told you guys about it before. Some dude is just chilling by the most peaceful looking stream I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. And this bear sits right down next to him. The guy doesn't move. The bear looks over at the guy, looks back out the stream, and he's just sitting there chilling with them.
That's crazy.
It is so...
I've seen that video. It is like unreal.
It's unreal. But it's a real video.
Bear's just like, "Hey, what's up, man?"
Yeah, I'm looking at the stream too.
Yeah, it's funny.
Are the fish biting?
Horrifying.
Michelle said, "Scariest moment of my life was living in a house with paranormal activity."
It can be scary or it can be exciting, depending on how you view it.
Mm-hmm. Somebody named Kevin said, the lightning struck my truck as I was picking my daughter up from summer camp in 2014. We were 29 feet away walking to it when it hit.
Oh, hell no. Do you immediately start praying?
Immediately.
That would be intense. Sean actually got hit by lightning, said it was the scariest moment of his life.
Yeah, we know quite a few people that have been hit by lightning. They say it's rare. It don't sound like it's that rare. I don't know that many people that won the lottery.
Thank you.
I know at least 15 people that have I've got struck by lightning story.
Yeah, there was a lot of these on our Facebook page, and Sean said what they say is true. Your hairs stand on end, and you'll look at the spot the lightning is about to hit. And he says, turns out you shouldn't stand on underground copper wires. Who knew?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
But if they're underground, how are you supposed to know where they are?
Right.
And it's weird, too, what the lightning decides it wants to strike at that moment.
Yeah.
Any of us could be standing on copper wires that are buried underground at any time and not know it.
But what makes it want to strike you? You know what I mean? It's almost like there's something else going on there.
Diana said, scariest moment of my life was belly landing in a DC-3 airplane.
That would be pretty.
No landing gears.
Oh, my gosh.
My goodness.
Yeah, that'd be terrifying.
The 30 seconds as you're going down, knowing you're about to land, it's got to be the worst.
Oh, that's tough. Roland said Hurricane Dorian, the windows blew out and the roof came off the house. That would be terrifying.
That happened to our old sales building. The tornado hit right during one of those hurricanes. It destroyed the sales department, and a roof came off, and people were there.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Another scary moment. Heather said being pulled out to sea by rip current when I was 13. I almost drowned. I remember giving up after struggling for quite a while, and a man on a boat pulled me out of the water. I was screaming and crying.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Thank God for that man in a boat.
I think me and you, we've been hit by the riptide.
I had it sneak up on me, and my friend Chip saved me.
Same thing with some random dude at Juno Beach saved me. I thought I was a goner, and he grabbed me at the very last second.
It's crazy.
I wonder what that guy's up to. I need to buy that guy a burger or something.
Did you ever ask his name?
I mean, we're talking 1984.
Mm-hmm.
So no.
Yeah. Yeah. Mandolin in the chat room said I fell off an airboat in the Everglades. I thought for sure a gator was going to eat me for sure.
That's what I always wonder. If you fall in the Everglades in the water, what are the chances?
Oh my gosh.
That's when you see me walk on water to get back
I
in
can't
that
even
boat.
imagine. And then something bumps you.
But okay, let's say that happens once a day. Someone falls in the water and has to swim to shore. Are you certified gator meat, or is it a rare thing?
Well, you swim, you get back in the boat. You don't swim to shore in the swamp.
The boat took off.
The boat left you?
You were being way too annoying on the boat ride.
What kind of boat ride? I mean, what kind of airboat captain is this?
You're drinking, you get lippy. Leave her. She's a witch. She'll find her way back.
I assimilate and become one of the gators.
A text we just got said, my scariest moment was in 1989, the Loma Prieta earthquake in San Fran. I was on the second story of a mall. The whole thing was rolling and shaking, light fixtures falling out of the ceiling like a disaster movie.
Oh, my gosh.
You have to think it's... that's got to be so surreal.
Just to use that word as a descriptive.
Rolling.
The
like
building.
A wave.
Oh.
Well, it probably takes you a minute or two to figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
That's the scariest, I think, is an earthquake.
In a mall.
In a mall.
On a second story.
You don't know when that's going to happen. Like, you have no warning. At least with a hurricane, we know it's coming.
Well, if you're at your house, you can almost kind of, I don't know, brace yourself. You're in a mall, you think it's a terrorist attack. You don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah. It's going to be hard to top this one. Somebody said mine was a home invasion. The guy broke down my door with an axe and then put it at the back of my neck and told me he's going to chop my head off.
Oh, my God.
Can you imagine that one? Yeah, that would probably stand out.
Ding, ding, ding. We got a winner for most horrifying.
That's crazy. Even simple ones, too. Somebody said my most scary moment was my kid was playing hide and go seek in a store. And
yeah. Code Adam.
Yep.
Thought for sure my kid was, that moment where you're like, oh my gosh, where is my kid?
That's how I feel like I'd always feel like as a parent.
That's why I got those baby leashes for Mags and Rocco when they were little.
Well, didn't you? Did both of you lose your kids at one point? I thought
I had Cannon did that one time.
Yeah, where they're hiding in the clothes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think
I know what that's all about.
It's horrifying.
Yeah, it is. It was like on my watch, I was like, 80% of the fear was losing my child. A good 20% was the fear of the Mexican queen.
That's too low.
Yeah, I think you're
fear.
right. It was probably 50-50, yeah.
50-50.
Maybe even flipped. Yeah, I'm like, oh, she's going to kill me. Anybody who's gone through a home invasion, somebody did in Costa Rica, guns to our heads, tied up in a closet. That's movie stuff right there, Virginia.
Oh, my gosh.
You imagine that?
Guns to your head, tied up in a closet in Costa Rica. I'm like saying my prayers. It's over, baby.
That's crazy stuff. That's crazy stuff. Somebody said they dated a guy who sold pills back in 2010, and a junkie found us at the movie theater and held us at gunpoint.
Oh,
the tweaker then made me drive him home, where he robbed us of all cash and took the pills. Couldn't call the cops. What were we supposed to do? It was horrifying, and that's how I found out that my boyfriend sold drugs.
Wow.
Am I the only one that wants to know what movie they were watching?
It was 2010.
And
maybe you can do the investigation on that.
Are you able to watch that movie now?
Just crazy stuff. Somebody was working at an Apple store, and somebody came in and got into the back of the house and said that they had a bomb. And my manager stood up to him and said, "No, you don't," and intimidated the person right out of the store.
How badass is that manager?
That's doubling down, right? You look into somebody's eyes and you're like, you don't have a bomb.
Are you happy if your manager does that? Or do you go, what the hell,
I don't know. I'm like,
what if he had a bomb?
Right.
I'm not going to stick around and find out. I'm like, minimum wage, I'm out of here.
Right.
Let's not maybe make this person upset.
You never know how people are going to react. There was that one dude, the bar, they got robbed, and everyone's all freaked out. The guy with the gun is taking the money, and there's one dude at the end just sitting there quietly sipping on his bar, and the guy asked him for his money. He goes, "No, you're not getting my money, but you can actually get me another beer while you're at it." They interviewed the guy.
He asked the guy to get him a beer.
This guy is a stone cold. I mean, you could tell he's already dead inside. So I don't think he cared. He just didn't care.
Nothing to lose.
He had nothing to lose.
Yeah.
He interviewed him and goes, "Yeah, I mean."
You can look in somebody's eyes and tell when they have nothing to lose.
Every comment in the in the YouTube section was, "This dude was already dead inside."
Or just the toughest SOB you ever did meet.
He appeared very tough.
Wow. How about that? That's crazy. I saw this thing because it's beach cleanup season, so people are doing that. They had a national beach cleanup, and here in Florida, we got the second longest coastline of any state in the U.S. with about 1,350 miles of beaches. So we got more to clean up than anybody else. But what's always fun is the list of the most bizarre things. What do you think is maybe the most prevalent bizarre thing that we find on beaches?
Needles.
Yeah, that's one. Cocaine is pretty much number one.
Oh.
Yeah, they say there's a lot of cocaine that washes up on Florida shores.
If I find that at the beach cleanup, y'all just be like, "Where'd she go?"
Oh, wow,
she was just here.
She's lifting the beach.
No, she's in her car. She's getting ready to go do a drop.
They just had that 70-pound bag of cocaine, that brick that washed up in Boca Raton.
But that's how you usually find it. You don't find a little baggie of cocaine on the beach. You find a brick.
That's what typically you're finding, them old square groupers.
And when's the best time to... Is it in the morning?
Why, you trying to schedule it?
Well, no, I'm not trying to schedule it, but if we did sell it...
If I go walking on the beach...
I think that's it, because, people haven't gotten to it yet, and a lot of those... the drug runs take place in the middle of the night. They'll do them 1 a.m., 3 a.m., something like that.
So go right when the sun comes up.
Early in the morning.
So if they've dropped something in the water, then it probably is going to hit the shore in the morning.
The size of... Hold up your tumbler really quick, Virginia. The size... Okay, let's say that whole thing was a brick of cocaine. How much... How much is that? How much could you... What's the most you could get out of that brick?
How much is a brick of cocaine? How big is it?
I mean, that looks to be, a foot long almost?
Yeah.
A foot long? It goes pretty deep in there. That sounded weird.
What?
I'm saying it goes deep.
Stop talking. Stop. I was with you. Until you said that weird comment.
I'm just trying to describe the cup for the audience.
Well, the 67 pounds of cocaine that washed ashore in Boca Raton, they said had a street value estimated at $1 million.
Okay, that's like a little bit more than Rocco. Like
Okay.
Rocco weighs less than 67 pounds.
So that's not that big.
A Rocco made of cocaine is big.
Yeah, you could sell them for $1 million.
But I'm saying that's if I found that on the beach, I'd be like, all right, that's not that much cocaine. $1 million worth? My point is, it doesn't take that much of a score to get what you need. I'm talking about the money part, not doing the cocaine. You're right, Jason. Stop talking.
In the Florida Keys in May, they had 23 bricks of cocaine wash ashore in one day.
Holy moly.
Yeah, and then they had more packages wash up in Key West last month.
So what does that tell you? Either a boat crash or they thought they were getting busted and they threw it overboard, right?
Probably they thought they were getting busted.
Wow.
And then that's always the thing, too, in those drug movies. You know, you got to go back to the boss and you're like, what happened to my cocaine? That gets ugly.
If you had to get rid of that block of cocaine, do you know someone that could do it that you trust? You know, a good cocaine dealer you can trust.
I mean, you can never really trust anybody.
Say it out loud. A trustworthy cocaine dealer.
That's the thing. Like, I wouldn't ever try to sell it myself, but I would try to give it to somebody. But then what happens if that guy gets busted? He's going to roll over and say, you gave it to him.
Well, I guess I don't understand. If I found a brick of cocaine at 4:30 in the morning, and I held it for a month. Nobody comes to me. No one. I'm hearing no knocks on my door.
Yeah.
And then I sold it to. I had someone sell it for me. How could the cartel trace it back? I don't think they can. It's not like they put little numbers on there.
I don't think the cartel can get you at that point because they don't know what happened to their cocaine unless it's a tracker in the package.
They may or may not, but the feds might. There's a documentary on Netflix about a guy that tried it called Cocaine Island.
And he held it for a while.
He held it, had it buried, went back to then try to sell it, tried to get somebody to do the selling for him, and it was all a sting, and he got arrested.
It was so you wonder too if there's somebody watching. Oh, there's that Pennington guy. He took the bait. He took the 430A cocaine.
Between cartel and feds, somebody's going to get to you most likely.
Damn.
Yeah.
But if you find it on the beach, it's not like they're watching.
It's literally like having an angel and a devil on my shoulder. Kevin tells me, no, you don't do it. You're going to get busted. And then you hear, no, they can't trace it, Barb.
Don't call me, but.
Yeah, so they say that's the number one weird thing is a lot of cocaine washing ashore on Florida beaches. Some of the other odd stuff, bales of squishy rubber were found in the Keys and on Melbourne beaches last year, and they traced it back to a German ship that was cut down by the U.S. in World War II off the coast of Brazil in January 1944.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's the squishy rubber?
They probably were using it for, weapons and whatnot. And
it's only killed a quarter of our marine life. Nothing big.
Only 1 million dolphins died eating the squishy rubber.
Big old bale of squishy rubber just floating around for 60 plus years.
It doesn't sound bad for the environment.
They also found a 20-foot-long U.S. Air Force drone that washed ashore at Ocean Hammock Park near Boynton Beach. It was this big old, it looked like an orange aircraft missile. And they had launched it from Tyndall Air Force Base in Panama City and used it as an aerial target for fighter pilots.
Oh, ever since I've been a little kid, I've always wanted to drain the ocean just to see what the hell's down there.
Yeah, you gonna do that?
Well, no. Can't drain the ocean.
It's a lot more, feasible to just scuba, bruh.
No, I'm just saying, if you had the power to drain the ocean temporarily, wouldn't you love to see all the crap that's down there? Shipwreck. Maybe we'll finally find that red beard we've been looking for.
Ooh, okay.
Scuba may be for you.
I would be terrible. I'm a snorkeler kind. I'm a snorkel guy.
You are, huh?
Yeah, I'm more snorkel than scuba.
Yeah, somebody said typically a kilo is 2.2 pounds. That's how you break it down.
Oh, I could put that in my pants.
Mm-hmm.
So 2.2 pounds would be probably...
If we found a kilo on the beach, 2.2 pounds, I could snake that in my drawers and no one would know.
Sounds like that would equate to about 20 large if my numbers are accurate. 20 large?
You think so?
20 large what, fries?
20 large dollar bills, bro, cash, cream, cheddar.
Yeah.
Come on, son.
You know the kind of things he takes away from girls in the vending machine room?
It's my money, dog.
Somebody texted in and said, yeah, my daughter did multiple beach cleanups with her school and found a ridiculous number of lollipop sticks every time. Who is eating lollipops at the beach? I'd seen that in this article, too, when they just done a beach cleanup, that they found a lot of lollipop sticks. Is that something tied to heroin?
Oh, I think you are right.
People may be doing heroin at the beach and they're sucking on lollipops?
Yeah, there's certain little snacks that go with drugs. Kevin's right.
Yeah, it kind of has that feel because I'd
lollipops and heroin pair nicely.
Apparently, yeah. Why?
It's like a food and wine pairing.
Well, isn't it like orange juice and ecstasy pair nicely? Or there's a drink that's supposed to pair nicely with that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's like Molly, right?
Yeah, Molly.
Yeah, yeah, they have their thing. So I think lollipops is something like that. So, did you guys eat any good food over the weekend?
Ooh, I had a little delivery yesterday. Yeah.
What'd you get?
We had Thai.
Okay.
Thai
who?
Thai food.
Okay.
That's funny. I had pie food.
You
I
did?
bought a bunch of pies for. I bought them for Sweet Denny's. I was going to bring him into work, but then I realized he doesn't like eating that kind of stuff at work. So we're going to have a pie party later on.
Does he like to hide in shame? And
I just think he likes to, take his hair down and undo a button when he's at home.
Okay.
American pie?
No, we're not banging any pies today.
Do you have your taste buds back?
I do not, unfortunately.
Damn.
Yeah, it sucks. It does suck. That's all I can say about it.
Yeah.
It just sucks.
It does. Yeah, suck. No doubt. Thanks for bringing him down, Virginia.
Sorry.
No, it's a question that needs to be asked.
People ask me all the time, and I'm like, I hope he gets him back any day now.
I know
any
a lot of people have the same thing going through them. That I think for people who don't love food, it's not that big of a deal. Mm-hmm. For Ralston, if he lost his taste buds, it would suck for him. But it's not gonna get him down in life. Someone like me, I mean, my whole act is food.
Yeah.
Everything I do is food.
Yeah, it's so bizarre here that people are losing their sense of smell and taste.
I can't smell the smell is worse than my taste. I can at least decipher somewhat between salt and sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, I think that's salty, I think.
Okay.
It's kind of sweet, yeah.
My wife thinks she's starting to get some, fragments back of smell.
So you give me a story of hope.
Yeah. So, and hopefully yours comes back. I mean, she's going on 14 months, I think.
Kevin gave me a story of hope. Okay, Virginia, let's bring that down with a story of depression.
Well, chances are, I mean, you'll be hit by a bus before your sense of smell comes back.
I'm just waiting for you to tell us. Oh, yeah, I know a girl named Rhonda hasn't had her taste buds for 3 years now, Kev.
Mm-hmm. Even before COVID.
Even before
that
COVID.
bitch lost it.
She had COVID before COVID was in.
Well, if you've got your taste buds and you would like a great meal at Conky Joe's on the water, the freshest fish, they've also got amazing conch fritters there, delicious frozen drinks. You can get yourself one of those. Got $100 to Conky Joe's. You just got to tell me the order that this goes in here. Whose post is this from the KVJ show? It says, if you date me, you also date my pizza addiction, just saying. Who posted that?
Oh, it's clearly Kevin.
Somebody else posted up, first time I've ever heard S-bombs in Christian music, leave it to Justin Bieber. Who posted that? One KVJ show member posted, ankle health is important. It would totally crush your buzz if you found out that neglecting your ankles could lead to health issues.
Sounds like whoever wrote that was kind of high.
And the more dangerous the gas station, the better the fried chicken. Okay, so who posted that? If you know, put it in the right order, and you can win $100 to Conky Joe's 877-979-WRMF. Okay, whose post is it here? That is the big question that we've got on the KVJ show for you. A couple of different ones that we've had on here, and we've got Carrie from Boynton Beach that is believing that she knows the answers to these. Hello, Carrie.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm awesome. How are you guys? I love you. Listen to you every morning.
Oh, we love you.
You are kind.
Mm-hmm. Very kind. Okay, got $100 to Conky Joe's. Sounds like an amazing little festive time that you can have in Jensen Beach. Going to give you the hookup here. If you can just tell us whose post this is from the KVJ show. Myself, Virginia, Jaybird, and Denny's, all a part of this. Okay, who posted, if you date me, you also date my pizza addiction, just saying.
Jaybird.
Boom.
Okay, got to go Jaybird on that. Okay. Who posted first time I've ever heard S-bombs in Christian music? Leave it to Justin Bieber.
That would be you, Kevin.
Okay. Who posted ankle health is important? It would totally harsh your buzz if you found out that neglecting your ankles could lead to health issues.
Denny.
And who posted up the more dangerous the gas station, the better the fried chicken?
Virginia.
Yeah, very nice. Well done. Well done. Yeah,
you did it. And now you can get some fried chicken and some seafood.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
Awesome. Thank you.
You are very welcome, Carrie. Enjoy your Monday.
Thank you. You too. Love you guys.
Okay. Love you too.
Love her.
A lot of love.
Got a text here that said, please send a shout out of positive thoughts and prayers for all the KVJ listeners waiting for the Florida bar exam results today. The waiting sucks.
Oh, that's tough. Good luck.
What do you need, like a 75% or higher to pass the bar?
Don't know what you got to get. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough, though. That, and I've heard the real estate test is really tough. I know a lot of people will tank that a good 3, 4, 5 times before they finally pass that. So there's a whole bunch of stuff they're doing. So
Thank goodness we're not doing a radio test.
you imagine? I feel we'd all be doing something different.
Yeah.
It'd be an easy test.
It's radio. All right, Jay Bird, all about the positive thoughts here. Why don't you get us to the After the Show podcast with your thought for the day, my friend?
Storms. Storms make trees take deeper roots. Oh, okay. Think about it.
Okay, yeah.
Put it in your own life. You're the tree.
Yeah,
You
deeper roots.
Are when those storms in your life come, you take them deeper roots.
Yeah.
Take them deeper roots.
It feels like there should be more. Doesn't it feel like, are we missing the last sentence?
Storms make trees take deeper roots.
And?
Bring your cowboy boots.
Really? Okay.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WR.